Good morning, Denise and Kevin too. Good morning, Denise and Kevin too. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Joe, I was trying not to talk over you.
Hey, the two of us are motor mouth. Tracy, tell us to be quiet sometimes.
No. No. I enjoy the conversation.
Oh, you guys, we've got to get these numbers. Tracy needs 10. All right, I can't do the math. Joe needs how many, Joe?
19 for my new channel.
19 is the goal here. How many for the other one?
I have 835, so someday.
Did you not hear the song, Denise? I better sing again for Denise and Kevin since we don't have any more in right now. They were watching the commercial, like good girl and boy. Good morning, Denise and Kevin too. Good morning, Denise and Kevin too.
Good morning. Hey, Jennifer. Good morning, Jennifer Layton. Look at me. All right, Tracy.
Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you.
That's such a tricky little song. It puts you in the mood, doesn't it?
Gets me, yeah, it does lift me up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer, I'm going to say it again. Good morning, Jennifer. I get so excited. I try not to. Okay, Joe, to get 900, you need 65.
Yeah.
On one, you guys.
19 to get 100 on my new channel.
Good morning, Joel. Joel is on Facebook.
Joel is on Facebook. Good morning to Joel. Good morning to you. Good morning to Joel. Good morning to you.
Good morning. And Joel, do you have, I know you have Tracy. Do you have Joe? I just said Joe. It is Joe Cares.
Josie Cares.
Josie Cares. Wait, Dwayne's on Facebook.
Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
All right, I have it in there on Facebook. So, Joe, we have this morning, we have Joe, which is Josie's Place, and then Josie Cares. So if you could check those links to see if you have them. Recheck Tracy's. Tracy needs 10 to hit 500. Joe cannot do her YouTube channel about grief if she does not get 19 more.
I can do 15 minutes or less, but I can't go over 15 minutes. Now, live doesn't matter. I can go as long as I want. Videos.
Good morning, Susie Q. Good morning to you. Good morning, Susie Q. Good morning to you.
Susie Q, you're right. It's raining cats and dogs and possums, and I don't know what else is raining in the South world. But if everybody could share it out this morning, of course, like I said, we still lift Christ up first. But, you know, I thought we really need to, Tracy needs 10 more to get to 500. She ain't even thought about it. She ain't even talked about it. And Joe needs 65 to reach her, 900.
900.
And then 19 more, you guys, to get to 100. She needs her 100 on Josie Cares. So if everybody could shout these women out, Josie typed something in the chat. And if somebody could drop some links to the other one, Traci. Well, you have so far. I think you have everybody in here. Look, she wasn't subscribed to me.
I know. This morning, I
have to go back and check.
logged onto YouTube and I was not subscribed to Darlene. How in the world does that happen? I'm on here
She took
every
her
morning.
love from me.
I didn't take it. YouTube took it.
Yeah, YouTube messing with the numbers.
YouTube stole my love.
They're messing.
Love you too.
Oh.
Funny, I can type on my phone, but I can't type on my laptop.
See my son said.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I tried to do the bird and it got lost in the crease. I really did. I was gonna do a bird flying, and it just got stuck in the little crease. I'm like, I'm through with that.
A bird stuck in the nest.
Oh, that was my wonderful sister-in-law, you guys.
Aw.
Mama's going to the knee doctor today.
Oh.
Yay, yay. Oh, I thought somebody said they are. Okay, you guys.
Where's Casey? Can he put some links in?
Do what, Joe?
Is Casey by his computer? He's so fast with the links.
Yeah, every time I try to put a link in it, somebody always says, "Oh, that's not the link to that," and so I don't know what I'm doing wrong when I try to do that, but.
And he said, "Yep."
Oh,
I
he's
can
a good guy.
my laptop, but on my phone, it's just too hard.
Oh yeah, from a phone, and that's like to subscribe to somebody. It's kind of you can't let them. It's sort of like you can't do at somebody's name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, Craig. Good morning, Craig. Do you have Joe? Joe, does Craig have you?
I don't know. I'm not sure I know Craig.
Land shark picker.
Land shark picker.
Picker. Okay.
Land shark picker. Get to know.
Hey,
Oh, thank you, Susie Q.
Good morning, Laura Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning, Laura Beth. Good morning to you.
Laura Beth. This weather in the South, the humidity is crazy, and yes, it's hot in the house. It's stuffy. It's hot, and I usually don't run hot, but yes. When Mama goes, I'm going to cut that air conditioner on.
Oh, did she get cold, or does the air conditioner bother her?
Yeah, she does. Oh, see, Didi's got snow. Tracy's got
it's
snow.
snowing here in Michigan too, Laura. Snowing.
And our friend Calico Dawn, she lives in Canada, so she's like knee deep in snow.
At least, see, I count myself lucky. At least we don't have that. I mean, we've got like a few inches on the ground, not knee deep.
I do not miss snow at all.
When I lived in Georgia for 2 years, I didn't miss it even once.
And you guys show love too. If you ain't got nobody else here, Life with Susie Q. I love when I get to catch her live. Delusional Dispeller, we call her Laura Beth, but we all, or Dee Dee. She does all Josie. She does all kind of different talks. Sometimes she will show different cults, and show their channels, and then sometimes she might be cooking on one channel. She just
very versatile.
Yes,
she does all kinds of stuff.
Oh, that's neat.
Ooh, the wind is picking up at Denise's. The rain is coming.
Yes, we are under storms, and it is awful.
Can we go out your door?
Mama, how you gonna keep your feet dry?
I don't know. I'm not going to. I don't guess.
Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you.
It's 22.
Good morning, Chris. Good morning. Chris, this morning we are trying to build up these two beautiful women that are on the panel. You've seen them, I'm sure, but you know, I just want today I wanted to be about them and building them up. Of course, we got to keep in mind the whole thing is for the purpose of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Traci is a good Christian woman. Josie is a good Christian woman. So, you know, that's why they need to be built up so they can share the love on their channels.
Good morning, Mary Pelletier and Mike Humphrey too. Good morning, Mary Pelletier and Mike Humphrey too.
Good morning.
Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
Well, good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning, everyone.
Mike, you changed your name, didn't you?
Yes, way to go, kennels.
Look at them dogs hunting up that tree.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they're not treeing a raccoon. So, Mike, we are wanting to make sure everybody has these two beautiful women on this channel. Mike, you live in Alabama too, don't you? Is that Alabama? Or yeah.
Oh, you
that's
know what? I didn't sing to Casey. I was singing to him earlier, but I didn't sing to him in the chat. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you. Thank you for dropping the links.
Casey's good at that.
Oh, yes, you did. You got your clap, Dee Dee. Oh, I was fanning. Now I know. Oh, I'm sorry. I was fanning when you came in, and I did not
That
clap.
is her favorite part. That's right.
Look, why does Missouri look like the shape of Alabama? Look, inquiring minds after this is over is going to find out. I am going to find out why our states look alike. Okay, she says complete now.
Good thing. Good thing.
So yes, you guys. Oh.
Aw. Thanks, Laura Beth.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad. See.
Oh, goodness sakes.
Yes, Susie Q.
Susie. We'll
Yes.
be praying for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I like when Susie Q's live, you guys. I like her accent. Listen to me talking about your accent, Susie Q. But I do. I like your accent.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I love
Susie.
hearing accents.
Yeah, I love hearing all different accents. For sure.
So, Mike, you already know I get confused sometimes. So, yeah, I done got confused thinking Missouri looked just like Alabama.
It's early in the morning, especially here.
Oh, look, you guys.
And I sound like a frog in the morning, my allergies especially. I should do all my videos in the afternoon and not in the morning.
I think you sound just fine, Josie.
Yeah, I'm either clearing my throat or coughing.
Yeah, they did. Kevin doesn't have an ear infection or strep throat. It's just allergies. So we say just allergies, but they told him to start back on his Rymed. So, which is
Well, at least
expensive.
he's not gonna pass strep throat to the whole house or anything. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
What's he allergic to? Does he know?
Everything. I mean, seasonal allergies. And I told him, I said, oh, look at that tree right there. That was supposed to be a bush and it's a tree. It's budding out. I done told you it gives us headaches. You need to cut that thing down.
What always
So-
concerns me about allergies, and I think that's mine are starting to do that. Eventually, over the years, it usually turns into chronic bronchitis.
Oh wow.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
the grass is growing. It's just everything is budding because of all this rain, and it's bringing everything out, and everything's budding, and
Thank you, Mary.
the puppy's out. She has to go out, and so Clover is all in the yard
Mhm.
too,
Mm-hmm.
and so she brings that in, and she just it's on her. You might not see it. Yes, Mike is it's snowing.
Right,
You-
Mike. It's still snowing here. It's snowing as we speak in Michigan.
Wow.
Mhm.
When it snows, you need to have a warm house, lots of food, soft blankets, and stay inside.
Yeah, trust me.
And Joe Mary said, "You are beautiful, Joe."
Thanks, Mary.
So yes, yesterday I did do the whole snuggle in my bed yesterday.
I love nice, snuggly blankets.
I sure did. All right.
Ooh, Mike said they got about 5 inches yesterday. We're supposed to get like 4 inches today. So
Wow. Hopefully, no one has to go out unless you have. I used to have to work in this stuff because I lived in Idaho for 25 years.
Yeah, my husband had to go. My husband's at work, but he's used to it. He's lived in, other than those 2 years we lived in Georgia, he's lived in Michigan his whole life. So
So he's used to the snow.
he's
So-
used to it.
You guys, thank you for those three subs to Joe, and let me see about Joe Cares.
Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Myra.
Yeah, Mike, you did send it right on up here.
So we got another one. So see, we're gonna
Wow.
get it. We're gonna get it, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Just-
once I hit my 100 on my new channel, and I'm not watching the clock, I'm going to be more relaxed because now my couple of videos I've done, I keep watching the clock, thinking I'm going to go beyond 15 minutes, and then they're not going to let me post it or upload it. So it'll be a little more relaxing.
Susie Q said it snowed here in Georgia on Saturday. It was beautiful. The kids loved it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the thing when you guys don't get it all the time. It is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It is beautiful when there's fresh fallen snow. It's just, it causes me more pain. I freak out about going outside and worrying about slipping and falling.
Yeah.
And, just
Yeah,
What-
years ago, I fell in black ice and fractured my tailbone.
yeah.
And that takes years to heal.
Well, too, with here, our back deck, it gets like with all the rain and humidity, it gets slick. It gets that greeny whatever. And then on the ramp at the front, to go down the ramp, it's slicky too. It's,
Yeah.
so you have to be real careful.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Mike said he is laying on a heating pad now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mike. Bless your heart.
I love the heating pad though. It helps my shoulders. When you ache and nothing else takes it away, the heating pad is soothing.
Right,
Thank
Mary?
you.
That's the bad part. When you get at the end of winter and all that's left is that black, gray snow on the sides of the roads and in the piles in the parking lots, and that is just the yuckiest looking stuff ever. Aw. Mike's going to see a back specialist tomorrow morning. Thank goodness. I will be praying for you, Mike.
Mike, I'm writing you down now on our prayer list.
Yep.
I'm going to have to go to my.
I did have that down that he's going to a back specialist tomorrow.
Now, does Mike have a channel?
Mike, yes, Mike Humphrey Way to Go Kennels.
Okay. I've got to write
So-
it down, and after I'll go to his channel. And
So, Mike, I was finally told that there was no more injections that would do me any good. And my back problems, because it's just due to all the arthritis that I have. One of the bulging discs they can't do anything for. So they finally told me nothing more they can do. I have to live with it. And you know what? Heck, it just took away. I walked away relieved because I'm like, finally, no more going to doctors. I just know. Oh no.
I think the unknowing is harder than knowing reality.
Well, see, Mike says he fell in November. They say he has a bulging disc and disc fragments floating around.
Mm.
So they may have to do something about that.
Yeah.
Oh, and he drives truck. That's what Mary says.
Mm-hmm.
That's even harder.
Oh my
It's hurting your
goodness.
body.
Yeah, climbing in and out and
Bouncing in the truck.
bouncing down the road.
And Kevin, Mike, my husband still works, I say, I say he does a young man's job. And, he, oh
Aw.
Mike. Wait, did you fall hunting? Oh, did you fall while you was hunting? If she's wanting you to sell your hounds, I just wonder, inquiring minds want to know.
That's probably what happened. Yeah,
Oh,
Mary,
my God.
that pain does suck.
Mm-hmm.
It does. And, when you try to find, oh my goodness, Mary. Mary drove a forklift?
Holy moly.
I guess sometimes we think outside the box. Didn't we talk about that? About the women sometimes have to do men's jobs and
Yeah. Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you.
good morning, good
morning.
morning. And
Aw.
AJC Magic.
We're glad you stopped in anyway.
Yes, thank you for stopping in. And if you can check and see if you have Josie on either one of her channels, I would appreciate it. Appreciate it if you would.
Did you see what Denise put up there?
Yes, that Alvin has his surgery Monday morning. Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
I will put Denise's, that's her husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll put him in our prayer list on prayer angels.
Susie Q, you have an awesome day too. Have a wonderful day. And we love you. We love you always.
Yes, we do. Thank
Susie
you, Susie
Q.
Q.
That was that's what some of my uncles called me forever. Susie Q.
Susie Q.
Yep. And there's no Susie in my name, but that's what they called me. There's no Norcus in my name either, but that's what I call me.
How did you get the name Norcus? Can I ask?
You can. Invisible my imaginary playmate. So I don't know. I never heard that word. I never heard of that name. Nowhere. Never seen it. I was a little girl in California, and that's who I was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
And I always said I was going to name my daughter that. Oh,
But you didn't.
No, she bypassed that one. I did name her Susie, so I finally I named her. I call all my dolls Susie, And I got my, so her middle name is Suzzanne. And Susie Q, she always hated that I spelt that name with 2 Z's and 2 N's. It is a very long name.
And how many people like their name, really? Do you
I
know
know.
anyone who's really said, I really love my name?
That's true. That is so true. I never thought about that just like that, Josie, that you're right.
Yeah.
Most people don't. They're like, okay, my name is my name. That's what I've had my whole life. But
Mhm.
you always think, oh, I wish my name was a little this or a little that.
Yeah. Yeah. I never liked my name Josephine because I think the family overdid the name. My grandmother was named Josephine. I had a cousin and aunt, and I thought, did this Italian family ever get stuck on certain names? Everybody got named the same name.
Thank you. All right, I got a scripture. Let me copy it, Myra. Thank you. Let me see if I can get it without it not letting me post. Okay. All right, it's not going to let me, so. Oh, okay. All right, Myra sent me a message, and it's not going to let me do it here, but it is Matthew 17:20. He said to them, because of your little faith, for truly I say to you, if you have faith like a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Thank you, Myra. Thank you. I will put the scripture where to go. And let me go back to
Denise never called her real name unless she was in trouble, huh? Her first name.
Dropping things over here.
all right, the mustard seed scripture.
I love that one.
I used to have, it wouldn't let me put, it was too many
Yeah.
things to put in there, but I can remember as a child having a little necklace. It was a heart, and it was clear, and inside that
And it
heart,
had the mustard seed.
yes, and
I
it had,
remember those.
yes, and it really made you ponder, because whenever I would hear that, I would look at that little, would look at that little bitty seed. And there's been times our floors, most of the floors, like our bedroom floor, is still the untreated wood from 1914.
Good morning,
Yeah.
eBay reseller. Good morning to you. Good morning, eBay reseller. Good morning to you.
Good morning, eBay. Good morning. But sometimes I'll get a splinter and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it feels like it is this big in my foot. And by the time it comes out, I will look at it. And I still ponder the thing about the thorn in Paul's side. Or then I think of a lot of scriptures, about that, about something that tiny feeling huge, Yes. Denise says she had one in a tiny bottle.
Yeah, they were really popular back when I was young.
What, like 60s and 70s at one point. And I remember our preacher gave us a coin one time. All of us, kids, a coin. And that coin was what is it that the poor woman gave all that she had,
Right.
Yes.
and the rich man didn't, and
Gave just a portion.
yeah,
Right.
and he looked down on her, and Jesus told him that she gave everything she owned. So he gave us that, and I forget what, if anybody can think of it,
I can't think of the verse either.
but we
I love
ended
that.
it's like less than a penny in
Mhm.
our back then. Oh, Denise still has one. See,
Wow.
so back then as children, we were given things that made us ponder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they do that anymore. They try to attract the youth with different things now,
Mm-hmm.
It confuses their mind.
So it's a whole different thing. Sometimes I think if they gave out the mustard seed in something to explain it to the children. Good morning, Lizanne.
Good morning, Lizanne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lizanne. Good morning to you.
eBay reseller. We are trying to get, let me grab these scriptures. Casey's in there throwing them out too, Mike. Well, the scriptures are on the description. Let me see. It's easier for me to get them off of Facebook. I think, eBay, you are already part of Traci's family. So I will go and throw out Josie's links. And, some people have asked, are we a grow channel? And, not really, but sometimes there does come a time that we need to get to share with other channels, especially ones that are connected here, that that's on the panel, because you guys you come to mind. You need to see these other wonderful ladies and see what they put out there.
You're a Christian channel, is what you are, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Joe's a Christian channel, and she puts things out there that I promise you can go there and won't be offended.
No, and I've stated this, even if somebody asked me, apparently that person was an atheist, and I said, you're welcome as long as you're not rude or say anything, negative. So everyone's welcome, because sometimes just listening, just seeing what other people, just living the walk is what, you can't convert anyone. They need to see you live that life.
Absolutely.
So, no discrimination.
You have to model Christianity for people to understand what it really means.
Right. And it's kind of sad that people think that just because you say you're Christian, that you're perfect. We're all sinners. None of us are perfect. And we do make mistakes.
We don't ask that anybody be perfect, because it's impossible.
It's impossible. Yeah.
Who? Yeah. Sometimes I say things that come out, I might say the wrong word, and I'm like, I have to sit there a minute and think, wait, that doesn't sound right. Wait, why does it not sound right? And then you guys see that expression like, I'm like, but because
if we were perfect, Jesus wouldn't have had to die on the cross for our sins.
That's right.
If you come to here and every day, if I sounded scripted, and you think, oh, she thinks she's perfect, then no. And I talk the same way if I'm FaceTiming with somebody, and I'm
Mhm.
just the same as if you were here at the house or to the people in the grocery store. I'm just me. When you try to be somebody else, you can't do it. You have
Mm-mm.
to be yourself.
Can't be real unless you're yourself.
Yeah.
Myra put out the poor widow contribution passage. It's Mark 12, verse 41 to 44.
You looking it up, Tracy?
Yeah, it's right here.
All right.
He sat down opposite the treasury and observed how the crowd put money into the treasury. Many rich people put in large sums. A poor widow also came and put in 2 small coins worth a few cents. Calling his disciples to himself, he said to them, Amen, I say to you, this poor widow put in more than all the other contributors to the treasury, for they have all contributed from their surplus wealth, but she, from her poverty, has contributed all she had, her whole livelihood.
Yep.
Contributed more than anyone. Yeah.
And I have been in such a place that I've not been able to do anything but this. And this is what I feel like God called me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And my little old girl, April, told me Sunday night, she said, you have found your calling. And, we all have a different calling on our
Yes.
life.
It just takes some of us longer to find it, right?
Exactly.
Hey, I'm 55, and when
You're young enough to be my daughter. Do you know that?
well, you don't look like that you're old enough to be my mom.
My older son is 58 years old.
Oh, you say he's 58?
Yeah, my younger one is 52.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sent my sisters, one of my sisters, when I hit 1,000, you guys, it wasn't so much I wanted the notoriety, or it wasn't for any of that, because anybody that's been with me for all of this knows for a long time the numbers bothered me. But there are more things I can do, even like you, Joe, with getting to your 100 on that one channel. It's going to be able for God to open up another avenue. So when I, and it was God's blessing. It was Him doing it. And that's why I have to tell people, it is the way of telling it. Okay, my words, you guys, don't always come. When you want to tell somebody something about the Lord, it is how you tell it. And that's what God, has used my numbers for. It's so that way I have people that will come in the chat and they'll say, wait a minute, testimony. See, thank you, Liz Ann. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's a testimony. And that testimony is, I could not have done that alone. There's people that will come in here and they'll say, oh my goodness, Norgus, you're monetized. Congratulations. And it's the way he did it. It was that from October to November, in 28 days, he just threw out that, he showed up and showed out. And that's what I told Tracy. He's about to show up and show out. Are you ready for the ride?
And I want to say something. I didn't mean to interrupt you,
No.
and I'm not trying to flatter you, because if anyone knows me, that's not my personality. But I have noticed in the time I've been on YouTube, I've watched personalities change once they hit 1,000. And you are the very few people who have remained humble and sweet on yourself when you hit 1,000. And most of them have changed. They start off really kind, really just like an everyday person, and all of a sudden it goes to their head.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand that. Because you have 1,000, it gives you hope that maybe you're going to earn some money, or you're pulling in a lot of people. They're watching you, but they kind of put themselves on this pedestal. You're so down to earth, and it's this is this is refreshing. This is a true Christian person.
And Joe, it doesn't matter how many I get. You know how excited I was when I went back, and Traci, and you got over 100 views, and I was sitting in here by myself. It was quiet, and I forget what I was doing. I was writing down, I think, in my thing that it was on Traci's channel today, and I saw you got over 100 views. And I'm like, whoa, there you go. And it's and that is what when I saw that Traci didn't need but 10, and I'm like, are you serious? Really? And because Traci never says anything about numbers. Liz Ann never says anything about her numbers. And Destiny never says, well, I need to do my thing on mine because I'm not getting my numbers. No. And that's why I said next, I want to throw Liz Ann out there, and I go on different channels that I know they're growing and still want to lift up other people, because that's something Dave said. People hit that 1,000, like you said, Joe, and then where they at? They stop going.
They stop going, and it's like they actually push people out of their life.
Right,
Yes.
Just like eBay reseller just said, or they never visit your channel anymore.
Right.
Yes.
I know one particular person, and I will never name names, but very sweet, who maybe pretended to be a friend and has grown to such a height now that I actually never hear from the person anymore.
Yeah.
And that's not being humble. That's not being what we're here for, I don't think. My beliefs. It's like when I started my prayer group, I had no plans on starting this prayer group. I can honestly say, 5 minutes, it was like the Lord said, you need to do this.
Yep.
I got in front of my laptop and I start opening, designing the group. I had no intentions, but I did it.
And Mary said, I don't have a channel, but I love you guys. You do have a channel. If you did not have a channel, Mary, you wouldn't be able to chat on YouTube.
Exactly.
But, and as long as you have a playlist, if you don't hide your playlist, if you show channels that you go to, you can hide some of your playlist. You can show channels, and as long as you got some content, Mary, because who knows what God has in store for you, Mary. I'm just saying.
And from what I see, Mary is much loved on YouTube. She's got
yeah. And and Casey would tell people not only about his own prayer channel, he would say, go to Joe's too. And that's what you have to do. But I will say, yesterday I was laying in there and on my laptop, and I went into a channel, and I was really, seeking out other people, but my head wasn't in it. My head really wasn't up. I was tired or whatever. And one of the first channels that I went to and watched the video, it was music, and I'm okay with different types of music, but no, I heard the F-bomb, and I'm like, whoop, jumped out, And I just had to close it down, and my head was hurting, and I'm like, it's not the day is not the day to throw that net out there. You know, it some days it is, some days it's not.
Good morning to Misha and Sonia too. Good morning to Misha and Sonia too.
Good morning, my ladies. Now look, Kiva made me feel weird about my eyebrows yesterday, and Dee Dee makes me feel funny because my fingers do this. She said when I clap, my fingers go out like this. So now every time I'm clapping, I see them, and it's once you see, you can't unsee. And Liz Ann's bored. Sorry about that, Liz Ann.
She said it's not the company, just not enough sleep.
She probably had a wild night with the ladies. I'm just saying.
With the late night group.
Oh, does she go on the late night group?
She
Sometimes.
goes on with Sandy and Mama and them
Oh,
sometimes.
yes, that's right. She does.
They're on California time, Joe.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them. Last night I forced myself to go to bed at 10:30, and I'm usually up at 12 or 1. But I thought I can't get up at 4:30 if I go to bed at 12 or 1.
And you know, now yesterday I did get, while I was in here cooking, trying to cook, I did have Artfully Yours with Diana. I don't get to go on there all the time, you know, but Derek was supposed to be on there yesterday, and his camera messed up, but I had her up. And you guys, it is so amazing that somebody that is legally blind still does art.
Wow.
She encourages people to come on her show, and she talks while they're doing their art. It's amazing. And yes, she, you know, her tablet and a way of magnifying. But hey, that's pushing through with whatever your what some people call a disability. It's not a disability to her, because no, she's so sunshiny, and if you listen to her talk, you would never know. You would never know.
It's the mind. You know, the mind. We can do anything if we put it in our mind and have determination, and not let a disability hamper our success.
I didn't know for a long.
It's hard, you know.
I don't know about Traci, but she's probably same with me and Liz Ann as well. I did not know the extent of Derek, NASCAR man's his
I did
vision.
not know in the beginning at all.
His vision impairment. I did not know. And you know, because he never talks about it. And when he was going doing the pottery ceramics for the visual impaired, I was thinking, oh, he must go there to help. It really, because he never ever said anything. He never poor pitied himself. Never. So
it's not a disability to him, and that's what we need to focus on.
And I think that's what bothered me so much about going through the whole disability thing. I thought, I see these people out there that are doctors that can't walk. I see people that have spina bifida. A girl I work with, she's was with worked with me at the conferencing center. You know, I saw these people, and I'd always feel bad. I would always think, why can't I just push through, stay at work? Oh, Mary, did you read my Mary? Get out of my head. Dwayne Mothership Products says that is a scary place to be.
In your head?
Yeah, because I said, why couldn't I just push through? And then and then Mary popped up with push through. But yes, I did try. I tried to make that motivate myself. But oh, you guys, yes, I have on my shirt today. You got this, girl.
We got this girl.
So this today is for these girls. These girls. We want to get them where they need to be.
For
Right.
Josie.
There.
Thank you.
Joe, you know it's weird when you look and everything's backwards.
Yeah.
There
Mhm.
and there.
I just feel like, actually, my son had gave me a suggestion. He said I should separate my channel because, you know, maybe people who need or want to watch serious things are not people who want to watch jewelry or jewelry art or sewing DIYs. And maybe just possibly I can help more by separating the two channels.
I think he's right.
You know,
That's what Casey told me to do. You know, we were going to do on Wednesdays Christian Womanhood on his channel. And he finally said, you know, Mom, you need your own channel.
Have a good day, Mike.
All right, Mike. Go wake up Mama. Hopefully she'll let you keep your dogs. Hunting dogs are expensive, you guys. My granddaddy and my uncles, they all did that. They handed it down to their sons. So,
and you got to get attached to them too, you know,
but
or animals.
But yeah, you know, Casey told me to do this, and when I told him, I said, I'm gonna video what that room in there looks like, and his eyes got big. I said, wouldn't be a reflection on you, Casey, because you had it all nice. But no, we did. God was in it. He was. Every step of the way, God has shaped and molded and brought people, not only in the chat, but you special ladies that are here now, as well as Lizanne and Destiny. And there's been so many. We've had a panel full. I mean, you know, Ella, all the way in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you guys, there's people out there, and they need something good. They need something good. I have seen where it said, I've seen some of the people that I am subscribed to, and I'll see the notification, and it will be saying we're going to bring the word today, and we're going to do this. And I'm like, well, okay, I won't play my praise music. I'll just listen to somebody else talking about God. You know, I'll listen. And to get there, and they never mention God. They never mention Jesus. It's just, okay, we're just going to grow. You know, go. We're going to, you know, share with it.
Yeah.
And I have been disappointed by that. So I thank you guys for anybody that throws scripture out there, because this channel has to have the scripture. It has to. Oh, I see Mama Ray Ray.
Where?
She's not on. It popped up that she's live. How to make the best buttermilk fried chicken.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mama Ray Ray. I'm gonna go to her
I'm
channel.
gonna have to go back and watch that.
I'm gonna have to go to her channel and say, Mama Ray Ray, you popped up while I was live, and now all I could think about is the crust off the
It's
fried
chicken. Mm-hmm.
But even Mama Ray Ray, I'm gonna tell you guys. There's so many people. I mean, I'm subscribed to so many, and it is hard to visit every channel, especially when I'm on as long as I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm subscribed to about 1,000 channels, and you know, it's humanly impossible to
and
Yes,
it was humanly impossible to wake up. Some mornings I would wake up and it would be 35 people. My number would be done jump to 35, and I'm like, hold on. Thank you, Lord. I mean, and that's why I'm doing this today, Joe. I want you to reach people about grief and depression. I'm so glad you did the one on your grief channel about depression, because you are depressed. Grief turns into depression and can just linger and not go away.
I'm going to do a follow-up on that last one. I did some more research, and because one person said she had depression, but she didn't really understand it. And so I decided, that needs to follow up. Depression's a really difficult subject. Everyone handles it different.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Misha Renee, is your name Casey today? Are you going to point out, yes, impossible in this? Girl, I know where you live too. I'm just saying. What did Casey say? We are from the south side of the kingdom. Misha, I'm gonna roll up on your door. I'm just saying.
Sound like my granddaughter. She's always correcting me if I say something that's just not to her liking. You know what I mean? I pronounce something incorrectly. And
But Misha, you didn't do like Casey. When he does something, he'll say, "Oh, but your eyebrows look cute." That's what he'll say sometimes. "Oh, but Mama, your eyebrows are cute." And I'll be like, "Oh, thank you, son." Yeah. Misha's like Casey.
He knows how to get out of insulting you and then sweeten you up a little bit, right?
He's truthful. I need that. Tracy's truthful. Tracy will give me that. Oh, Sonia changed your icon picture. All right, Sonia, see? Inspiration.
Good. I got to go watch that.
Misha, your eyeballs are on point.
Oh, Misha, I had to wipe those things away on this left side. On my left side yesterday, about 4 times I wiped them away. Thank you, Liz Ann. Unabridged Southern Dictionary. Sonia, when I get off today, I am going to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now I clicked on your name and it's showing a different icon than what I see. Why is that?
Good morning, Amber Gray. Good morning to you. Good morning, Amber Gray. Good morning to you.
Oh, good morning, baby. I know you're sore then. If you are just now back from your physical therapist. So you, Amber, if you are not subscribed to Josie's Place, or let me find
Josie Cares.
Josie Cares and Josie's Place, please go. Good morning, Ciosa.
Good morning, Ciosa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ciosa. Good morning to you.
That is so pretty, Ciosa. I like that.
Okay, Ciosa, now I can clap. I get excited sometimes. All right, let me make sure these links are correct, what I'm putting out there. All right, let me see. Oh, no. Are you serious? No.
What?
Have I been putting out wrong links? You know how sometimes they'll cut them off.
Casey put links out.
But you know how sometimes the links will cut off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, let me see.
I'll type something in the chat for mine. Good morning. Good morning.
There we go. Nope. I've been, okay, you guys. I don't know why I did not go to my, what do they call those things?
Your act right there.
Sticky notes. My
Sticky
sticky notes. That's where I should have went to. There we go. Yes, Pat is, look, three-legged Pat is limping. This humidity's done got to Pat. There you go.
Okay.
Tracy, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, but I'm gonna hang in there for a little bit longer. Good morning to Teddy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Teddy. Good morning to you. Oh, Mary, thank you.
Okay.
Tracy, where you have a lot of pain most of the time
Yeah.
in your back?
My leg, and it moves up like when I've been sitting a long time like this, it moves up my leg into my lower back, but yeah, mostly my legs.
Hmm. Yeah, if I sit too long when I go to get up,
Yeah.
and that just happened the last 6 months. So
Well, Teddy, welcome.
Well, good. Well, thank you for stopping, and you're welcome here. So you're a prayer warrior too. Yes. That is, without prayer warriors and without good Christian people, where we'd be just lost. Would we be out there thinking we're having a good time, doing things on the Friday, Saturday nights and stuff like that? The world thinks they're having fun.
Good morning to Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning to Dave. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Oh,
my
you
new
live
friend.
in Jamaica, Teddy.
Jamaica. Wow, welcome.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome then.
So yes, Dave is one of my new friends. They are one of my new friends. And so you guys, we are lifting up Joe and Traci today and got their links out there. Please go up and show some support. So because I don't know, Dave, if you have Josie's place yet or Joe. I speak Patois. Let me see what Patois.
What is Patois?
But yes, please go. Traci needed 10 more. Joe needed 65 on her Josie's place to reach her 900. And Josie Cares needed 19 when we began. So I'm about to check after I see what I'm going to Google to see what the dialect of the common people of a region differing in various respects from the standard language. Oh, all right. So I guess they speak. You guys, I have a very inquiring mind. All right. Let me check the numbers out. Teddy, I sure will. I sure will. Put you right on the
prayer list.
And I will put depression. I understand that. And let me check.
need to watch my video on depression.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I think when we get so depressed, we think the world is against us, no one loves us, and yet there's people out there that love you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And you drown yourself in your depression and you don't realize. And I've witnessed this with friends that actually did commit suicide and missed so much. And they were so loved and they just
Mm-hmm.
were so lost they didn't realize how loved they were.
Yep.
Good morning, Julie's Fab Finds. Good morning to you. Good morning, Julie's Fab Finds. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Julie. Good morning. Julie, do you have Joe's channel on Josie Cares?
You guys just remember, if you have somebody you say, oh, no, I know I'm subscribed to them, you do need to double check now and then, because just this morning when I logged into YouTube, now you all know I am on Norgus R channel every weekday morning. And this morning when I logged in, I was not subscribed to Darlene. That is crazy. I'm on here every day.
Yeah, I check every so often too. Yes, I will, Siosa, right now. I sure will. So we will say a prayer for Taddy. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for allowing us to have the opportunity to have something like this, and I praise your name, and it is all in your name. Lord, I pray for Teddy and all others that are out there that are struggling with depression and, Lord, suicidal thoughts and tendencies. Dear Lord, you know who they are, and you know the burdens that they bear in their heads, Lord, and in their hearts. And some, it is not something that they can just shake off. But Lord, I pray that we do provide a place for people that they can come and feel comforted and feel loved. And Lord, for others that are in physical pain and those that are having to go to the doctor today, I pray for them as well. And Lord, I pray for these two wonderful women that are on this panel today, that you will reach out and that you will bless them, Lord, and bless their channels and bring more people that will see what I see in them. And Lord, thank you for this day. Amen.
Amen.
You're so right, Mary.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yes, we are, Mary. Where each and every one of us are sitting where we're at this moment in time, for his purpose, and whatever that purpose is. We don't know who will come across this. We don't know how many excuse me, how many people are watching until it's over. Once it's over. And I don't even know. I shared it out on Twitter this morning. I don't know how, there's people that can actually watch the video from Twitter. And, wait a minute. Sonia, why am I able to see on one thing it shows that is so weird. It might just be
She ran out of crackers and avocado.
Uh-oh.
it might just be a thing with StreamYard, because I'm seeing one thing.
I see one thing
icon.
on the laptop and a different icon on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
But Teddy, that's what we do. We and good morning, Pixie. Good morning.
Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you.
Destiny's another great to throw those links out there. Destiny, we're trying to build these two up this morning. Please share them out everywhere. I was going to go in different groups that I've been added to, and I'm like, no, I will put it in the Porch Church. I will put it on the crafting channel. I'll put it on my main channel.
That's crazy, Sonia.
Yeah. Leah says, hey there, Dusty. So yes, we're trying to build up numbers, and like I told Liz, I want to try to build yours up and Liz's. The links that we need is Josie's Place and Josie Cares. So Josie's Place and Josie Cares, and then Traci's. So if you guys, any of you out there has Facebook, if you could share out this broadcast, even if people don't see it live, that maybe they can come back and see what it's about and see that,
I went
that
yesterday and watched the replay of yours.
of Traci.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes, my hours where I work and everything, and then there's 2 or 3 hours difference.
Right.
I always get in and to watch the live.
Yeah, I got tickled, Joe, because Kevin, we were in the doctor's office, and he said, well, you can do it right now. I pulled up from my phone. I just got a notification, and it was real loud. And I did hear Traci. Usually I'm just, and she said, Darlene does all the talking. And I got tickled. I started laughing.
It's sometimes when I don't have to hold the whole conversation when we're on your channel. And I enjoy that. And I think it's not so much that as that when I was by myself, it was like, oh, come on, Traci.
Yep.
And it's just hard to keep talking.
And like Liz Ann said, we're able to, with enough of us, we're able to watch the chat.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be one of us finding something to interact with somebody in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't want to miss anybody if I'm looking something up and take my focus away from the chat, or I tend to, if I get in a conversation, if I'm sharing something very personal, I tend to find something to fidget with in my hands. I might find something like this, and I tend to look down. And if I do that, it's just a thing that I guess I've had all my life, not wanting to be seen, because you're not supposed to be heard or seen. When you're a child, you're not supposed to share, and that from that place. We were raised in a time children are to be seen and not heard.
Not heard, yeah. I noticed in my videos lately that when I'm talking into the camera, I'm looking up and I'm thinking, what's with that?
You do that.
Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Leticia. I do find you doing that, Joe.
I know, and I've got to try to. I should look at the camera. I mean, I'm looking up. Well, maybe I'm looking at the Lord or something.
Maybe I was just gonna say I sometimes look up when I'm looking for inspiration from God.
You do that too, Traci. I just now noticed when you said that you do too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the chicken on the group that's just steady bobbing away.
Because I just noticed that. I looked at several of my videos and I thought, I'm supposed to be looking at the camera and I'm looking up at the sky or
Mhm.
roof or something.
So I guess we all do. It's a mechanism of we weren't used to doing YouTube. I wasn't. So
No.
how long have you done it, Joe?
About a year and a half.
Wow. So you just started doing your jewelry?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No.
I thought you were on a long time.
Mm-mm. No. I started watching videos. I would watch Joan Brody and Anita, and I just started watching different ones. And one day Joan was trying to, she was encouraging people to do their videos, and I got to thinking, well, I'm not sure about that, but I'm going to try. And that's how I got started.
Isn't that funny, Joe, that Joan Brody is one of the very first channels I subbed to.
Mm-hmm.
I just came across Joan Brody. She lives in Texas, and
Mm-hmm.
she does thrifting and
She's
jewelry
quite the
and
character. Yeah, she is quite the character, but that's how I started. And I thought, well, it's like I say, and I tell my son, I'm a terrible speaker. I have the education, the knowledge in my head, but I'm a terrible speaker.
you're not a terrible speaker.
But you get what you see is what you get.
That's
And
me.
I'm not an actress. I know how to edit, but I don't edit. What you see is what you get.
Mhm.
And I don't know how to edit. I really don't. I end up messing things up. All right. All right. Leticia said she's in a walker right now. So she's in a walker now.
Oh.
Leticia's babysitting.
Oh, Leticia.
Yeah, she's babysitting.
Oh, okay.
So Joan is not in a walker.
No.
No.
Okay. You know how this works. You know how when this gets let loose up
The
here,
hamster.
and I start seeing different things, but
I remember when Joan was just a small channel and she's growing like crazy.
well, and you have to find different things because all right, jewelry right now is going slow. The jewelry,
Mhm.
selling jewelry right now, it's going real slow. So if you don't have something else,
Yeah, it's flooded. To me, flooding the market. In fact, that's why I was planning on getting out of it, but I had so many requests to stay in it, and I thought, well, I'll sell what I can and what I don't, But when I first started doing pop-ups, there was only one or two other people doing pop-ups, and now everyone's doing them.
Mhm.
But that's okay.
but see, you have to be diverse.
Yeah, you do.
And I think that's really what, because this channel has changed. God is really, and it's because I've had Traci and Lizanne, whenever I would feel like things were about to change or something, I'd say, I just feel like God is about to reshape or do something, and I don't know what it's going to be.
Mhm.
And he does, and it's he's reshaped it several times over the times we've been on, hadn't he, Traci?
Yes, he has.
Some of it has been very painful. It's been in a way that I might not have had courage to have done on my own.
Well, you have the drama, and let's face it, not everybody, is always kind and nice. So you have to deal with a lot of that besides trying to do your best on your channel. But I finally got to the point I just gave it to the Lord.
Mhm.
You know, if somebody wants to give me a bad time, I'll just pray for them.
Good morning to Mel Mel. Good morning to you. Good morning to Mel Mel. Good morning to you.
I'm
Yeah,
muted. I got it. Mel has to hear the clap.
it is hard to when things get shook up. Oh. Denise's body is talking loudly. The storm is getting closer. You know.
Mm.
It's
This
coming.
is Miss Josie from Josie's Place and also Josie Cares.
Melma asked, "Who is the beauty you have on today?"
Oh, wow.
And Mel, if you don't have her, we are trying to get Traci's last 10 to hit 500. Joe needs 65 to hit 9, but her channel, she really needs her channel, which is Josie Cares. She really needs that one to hit 100, so that way she can
I can
go on YouTube.
And talk longer.
Yes.
You know, it's hard. Okay, my subjects like the 5 grieving stages or depression or any other serious subject, you can't get your thoughts across in 15 minutes. You know.
But I'm going to say it again. She says more in 15 minutes, you guys, than I say in 3 hours.
Yeah. So, and I feel like I will be more relaxed because I find that I'm watching the time. So, you know, you lose your trend of thought when you're just focused on something else. And I don't want to worry about the time. It's like when I do my jewelry pop-ups or my DIYs. I'm not worried about the time because I can go as long as, you know, it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much.
That I am pleased what this channel has done for me. It's absolutely a blessing and amazing. I have been trying to get to 100 and you know, it's about a week now, week and a half, and I'm almost there.
Yay, Mel. She said the video is uploading of cards now. I can't wait to see Josie. I'm excited.
Joe, her little boy loves to hear Traci has to sing good night to him because it's nighttime where Mel's at, and he loves to hear Traci singing good night to Josie.
Josie and I have a special connection.
Well, Traci, you have that special voice that
Aw.
It makes you want to dance around. It might make you turkey.
Josh has autism, and him and I have just a really special connection. And Mel put out a notice that if anybody wanted to send him a card for his birthday, that he would really appreciate it. So I went out and got a card and sent it off to the post office box she had available and sent that off for his birthday. So I'm excited to see.
Oh my gosh, some fat lady done took over on YouTube I see her on Facebook. She's standing up getting charms.
Getting some Lucky Charms?
They're not lucky. These are just charms. I mean, look.
Marshmallows.
I see 3 marshmallows I missed the other night.
That's right. You said you went through and took all the marshmallows out.
Well, I found 3, so it is Lucky Charms. So I'm going to have to.
You see the kid in her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little girl in her? I do.
Absolutely.
My husband says he loves the women on here because what I do because he gets to see me smile and laugh.
Yeah, I don't think Casey mentioned that he's seen me laugh. I don't think anyone knew I have a sense of humor.
Well,
and I'm not this straight-laced little old lady.
Oh my good. Joe said you commented you had never seen her laugh. She said, well, she does have sense of humor. She's not just that straight laced old lady.
I think we all do to some degree, Mel. We all got a kid inside of us that just is busting down the door all the time.
Ta-da! Lucky horseshoe, you guys. Lucky horseshoe.
Oh, well, I think Darlene and I have a connection now. I think we kind of went through a lot of the same thing with our mothers, so we can relate.
Mm-hmm.
And and Liz Ann told me she really enjoyed that, Joe. She said that there was a connection there, and that's the first time I really got to have a real face-to-face conversation with Joe. But yeah, you helped me get out, I guess to say.
And we're having so much fun. I don't want to put a damper on it, but I'm going to tell you one other little thing about my mother, and then I'll leave it at that. When I was in high school, I actually had a friend take me to a juvenile home and committed myself to get away from my mom. And I wanted to be in a foster home. And that, when I think about it, that's terrible. To want to be away from your parent that much that you would do that. And when I went and I stayed there about a week, and it was amazing. All the girls in there knew I had never been in trouble, and they kind of were very kind and nice to me. They kind of mothered me. And yet, we were at night, during the day we had freedom, but at night we were actually locked in a little cell. And then they brought my parents in and talked to them, and my dad was really good after that. He did not want me to go into foster care. And my mother was good for about 2 months, and then she went back to her old self. But at least my dad realized.
Well, my sister. Go ahead.
Good morning, Los Animals. Good morning to you. Good morning, Los Animals. Good morning to you. Okay, sorry.
Joe, my sister said she was going through my grandmama's trunk one time, like we'd do when we'd go to my grandmama's. We'd go through the pictures we'd done seen. It was just going through her cedar chest. And she saw her birth certificate and she cried because she'd always hoped that she had been that our parents was not her real parents.
Oh, wow.
And she cried when she found it.
Do you know how many times I thought that? I actually didn't have my birth certificate until I was 45 years old. I used my baptismal certificate, and at that time, it was allowable. But I remember I wanted to order mine before my mother passed away, and I remember telling my husband, I really hope I was adopted. And it was stupid to say that because I looked like the family. But that's how I felt inside, that I really didn't want to be a part of that family. So I just wanted to tell you that, Darlene, that we have so much in common.
Yeah, and I would skate around sometimes the topic, but it wasn't until like you came on that I understood, okay, I'm not a terrible person. There's somebody else out there that understands. They have the same relationship or have with their mother that I'm having. And it did.
Good morning, Tony Sue. Good morning to you. Good morning, Tony Sue. Good morning to you.
Oh, love Tony. I try to get on his lives as often as I can because I'm at work, and he is great.
That's what Liz said. There was an awesome dynamic between you that started that day between us. God showed you both that you're not alone in your struggles with your mothers. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
I agree. Absolutely.
And I was Sing to Tony.
Good.
Tim.
I sing to Tony. Good morning, Tim Windsor. Good morning to you. Good morning, Tim Windsor. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Tim. Good morning. We're trying to get these wonderful ladies right here, increase their numbers. So, and Joe needs 100 on Josie Cares, so that way she can stream longer than 15 minutes.
Good morning, Triple C. Good morning to you. Good morning, Triple C. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
I see Triple C in jewelry auction.
Thank you guys for coming on this morning and showing support to these wonderful ladies I have on.
Thank you all
Mel,
so
Mel,
much.
I hate that you lost all your subscribers.
That's ridiculous that she did.
How did and lose 800? What happened?
No, she lost
She lost all of her subscribers.
1,400.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is sad.
See, Denise also, Joe, Denise also understands about the whole thing. Yeah, she lost 1,440.
Oh wow, that is so sad.
But Denise had the same way, and Denise and I were basically, and even Traci, we had to find where our safe or where our happy place was. Mine was at my grandmom's. Now my grandmom tell me when I did something wrong. Hey, she would pop you with the wet dish rag. If I didn't speak back to her, but if I did, well, you know, kids are gonna be snappy sometime. So yeah, wet dish rag might be, if she was doing dishes, she'd do that. But
well, I wasn't physically abused. I was actually mentally abused.
Mine was both verbal, mentally, physical. The physical you get over. Bruises go away. Physical goes away unless you've had your nose broke a couple of times and it's caused your sinuses to mess up. I mean, I didn't even know that until my ear, nose, and throat doctor told me, "Oh, your nose has been broke."
Oh.
You know, so that explains a lot. I mean, I still have a small nose by far, but you know,
I have a big Italian nose.
but still, those things go away. Yes, mental abuse is worse than physical and sexual abuse, in her opinion. Yes. Yep. You hear the things in your head. And so I tried to do better with mine, but I still think there was things I said or done that they still carry with them, no matter how much they say that I was a great mom. And Casey says it a lot. And a lot of the stuff, when I'd be in my bedroom listening to him on Porch Church, and I'd have my laptop watching them, I would hear Mom used to say this, or when he'd be reading scripture, this reminds me, Mom used to say that. And I sit there one morning and think, well, God, I guess I did try my best to instill your love to my kids. So,
well, there's no perfect parent. Some better, some worse, but there's no perfect parent. No matter how hard we try. And I mentioned to my younger son once, I said, you know, when we had children, we weren't given a manual, you know. It was trial and error. And he looked at me and said, Mom, you were. And I said, what? He said, the Bible. And I said, well, sad, but sometimes when you're young, don't, it's not that you don't believe, but you don't pick up the Bible and read it. And my background was I changed churches when I was 19, but I was Catholic. And we never even had a Bible.
Oh, wow.
And at that time, when you went to the Catholic Church, it was all in Latin. Who could understand what the priest was even saying?
Mhm.
So I changed churches because they wouldn't baptize my children because I wasn't married in the Catholic Church. So, I really didn't understand the Bible until I was an adult, until I was older. But my son was right. If you follow the Bible, that is a good manual to raise
And I
your
guess I
children.
didn't think about what they did back then when everything was in Latin. I didn't even think about that, Joe. I
We
guess
did.
we've always had several Bibles sitting around when I was growing up. My dad's had a Bible, a special one. My dad, we didn't always go to church, but what I'm saying, the Bible my dad had, I liked it. My grandmother had the big white Bibles
Oh yeah, yeah.
that you wrote the family tree stuff in. So and I'd look at the pictures. I love the pictures. I did want to go up here where, okay, where Mel said that, all right, physical and sexual abuse, that mental is worse because mental abuse, even after you get over some things, it's still mental abuse.
Mhm.
Those kinds of things that people do to you, if you're assaulted, if you have a sexual assault, and I can attest to this, the actual what happens, the actual act feels like it's lasting forever. But in my case, it really wasn't. But through the years, it affected me mentally in ways that I never understood until I could actually say, when I was 54 years old, when I actually could say I was sexually abused, that
Good
I was
morning
raped.
to 5 Speed. Good morning to you. Good morning to 5 Speed. Good morning to you.
Good morning, 5 Speed. Good morning. I know you are with Traci. You have Traci, but I want you to also get Josie's Place and Josie Cares.
And Tony, you were so right. I didn't learn about grace, and I knew Jesus died on the cross for our sins, but I didn't understand any of that until I was much older. And that's the only way we'll get to heaven is
Mhm.
through the blood of Jesus.
Mel said the old saying "sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words never hurt me" is so very wrong.
That
Yeah.
is,
And you're
yeah.
right. That is so very wrong.
You tell your kids that.
Mhm.
Yes,
But the
5
words
Speed.
hurt.
Josie's
They hurt.
Place is that's Joe. I've known her over a year now. I can say over a year now.
Yeah.
But then let me throw the Josie Cares. I do have the actual link up here.
Yep.
And if it had, and Tony, had it not been for, if it had not been for me going to church and knowing that he was in my heart, yes. And, I think he does let us at certain times in our lives share things that we've held in because we
Mhm.
shouldn't hold them in. especially if it's not something we did wrong and we're just allowing that to sit there.
And what Tony was saying, and every time we're human, we have, as I call them, pity parties. I allow the 3-day pity parties. And every time maybe life gets a little rough, I stop myself right away and say, I don't have a right to complain. Look what Jesus went through for me.
Mhm.
And I envision him on the cross and the blood and the suffering. And it pulls me out of it so fast. I think I have no right complaining about anything. I am blessed.
Yes, and and Tony, even with all I ever wanted, yes, you can. You know that, Destiny. You sure can ask for a prayer request. But Tony, all I ever wanted, and I say this, was to get married, be a good wife, have children, and then be a good nanny, be a good grandmama, like my grandmama was. That was my goal. And you know what, Tony? Everybody else, I'm speaking to all of you. And I think I said this one day. All right, the other channel, which channel? All right, Josie's Place. Let me find that one. But if Casey were to come on tomorrow and say that mom passed away, in her sleep or whatever, you guys, I just want each and every one of you to know, and I would really be glad and blessed that it is on YouTube, that people could share that I have lived a wonderful, full life. God has blessed me. He took all the things that little girl in me went through and turned them so much around for good. The devil could never shake the light that Jesus gave me. And I've even just broke out in song, This Little Light of Mine, before in Porch Church. He did not snuff out the light that God gave me. And that is something that the girl that used to, she was here all the time at the house and said how much fun she would always have with me. She said, Mama D was always so happy and we'd have fun and she would do things with the kids. So, yes, I mean, you know what? The devil tried time after time. And yes, I did have, Joe, I had like a 3-year pity party. Shame on me.
No.
Shame on me for being in my bedroom.
I don't know if anyone else sees it, but when Darlene starts talking about Jesus, and I see a glow in her. Does anyone else see that?
Yes. I did have a pity party for months and months in my bed.
Yeah. But I had years. I had 3 years. Yeah. Shame on me.
No, but change doesn't happen overnight.
But then, when this channel started, I started out just a little bit unsure, but when God brought the people, brought Traci and my Lizanne, and he brought Pixie and he brought Derry, all these people together helped me get stronger and stronger in of not being afraid to hide. Mm-hmm. Spent too many years hiding when I was a child. I don't have to. Yes, and that's one thing about you, Tony. You can see the joy of the Lord on you as well.
He just glows. That smile that Tony has, and when he's talking, and I love when he talks about the rapture. I pray for the rapture every day.
Traci, do you need to lay down?
Yes, yeah. I do. Yes, I do. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all with all my heart. I thank you all. Anybody that subbed to me today, I appreciate you so, so very much. I love you all. I wish you nothing but the best, but I really got to go get off my feet.
Praying
Yes,
for you, Tracy.
I love you, Tracy. But you guys, bless her. That's somebody else. She comes in every morning and she sings and sings through her pain. Ma'am says she's sneaking off to watch Josie. Thank you, Denise. Like Denise said, she's blessed beyond measure. I've always been able to love people and love the way that she does. It had to be him because I felt unloved so many times. Yes. And so Denise, I told Denise, you know, she shows love, even no matter how she feels. She shows love in the chat. People in the chat can. There's ways you alienate people, or there's ways that you uplift people. So, you know, if you do go in chats, you know, on somebody's channel, be the one that builds people up. Be the one to show love and make people feel welcome, because believe me, I've been in situations
Me too.
that were not very nice, and I would just have to say, "Okay, Lord, I'm gonna just back out of this," you know. And so, and you guys, I have been been the one in the chat before that I would just stay silent to people that I knew that did not want me to say anything to them. But you know, then after a while, I would say hello, and then the at where they could see I spoke to them, you know, and you know, so that person would speak back to me. So sometimes people need space from one another, and some people will never reconcile with you, and that's okay too. Go and, like Liz Ann said, be an encourager. Be an encourager. If it's in the chat, if it's on somebody's panel, encourage other people. And that's what today is. It is about Josie's Place. It's about Josie Cares. And let me see the numbers, you guys. Oh, I want to see her 100. Let me see. Okay, Joe, it's climbing. It's climbing a little bit slower than what I want, but you know what? You've got 85.
Wow. I am just blessed.
So,
Hey, I'm almost there.
yes, what, 15
Yes.
away.
Yeah.
And sometimes you won't see that number, and then you might tomorrow check it and you'll be there.
Yeah.
You guys, I just wanted to be here. I just wanted to be here.
I can't complain because what? It's only been a little over a week for the second channel, so I am so blessed. I just feel like God wants me to do the second channel. I had no intentions to begin with to doing a second channel.
And yes, and look how you did the second channel, and like you said, in a week or so, you're almost at 100.
Yeah, and so I have no complaints. I just hope it's like when I started the 5 grieving stages. I know there's 3 people that have corresponded with me that I have helped, and one of them now is even getting professional therapy, which I encourage. So it's not the numbers, it's if I can help one person.
Yes, it's the people that you touch. And see, you didn't even know that you touched Mama in such a special way.
I did not know.
She told me, she said, I've been watching Josie's on, and see, Mama just didn't leave leave you comments, but she said on grieving because she still grieves my father-in-law. So
There's no time limit, and some people who never went through losses. Eventually, we all go through losses, but some people have never been in this position, and it's so easy for them to just say, "Get over it,"
And eBay says he enjoys your he enjoyed your depression video. eBay reseller did.
And children go through the same thing, and it's we don't think about this, but even people that have lost a pet,
Yeah.
a little dog, a cat, they go through the same thing, and they need to know there's no shame in being in this position of going through grieving. It's a natural thing.
Darlene B, thank you. Now you can make me sing good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning to you. I am not Tracy, but I'll have to do.
I love it.
Oh, and Darlene B, when I got up to get these Lucky Charms out of the cabinet, I looked just like that little dancing pear right there.
And by the way, Darlene B, she ate all the marshmallows beforehand. There's one in there.
I don't know. I'm finding them. That's the charms. It's like, I thought I ate all of them. Thank you, Darlene B. Thank you so much. You guys, it has been a long 5 years with no income, and I so much appreciate for each and everything that you guys have done for me. And I'm not, not just money wise, but for loving me and accepting me and accepting my son.
What is not to love in you, darling?
Thank you.
And me.
You are real. You are true, real. You don't go around saying things you don't mean.
No, because if I can't say it nice to the person, I just try to leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave it alone. And Darlene B's one that's been with us for a long time. I say a long time, like it's LO with the little thingy over it. Like you say, oh, long time.
A long time.
But yes, it's just it's not that I get uncomfortable when you guys show support for me. It's not that. It's I told my sister, I said, people have blessed me with money, and I said, why does it make me feel weird? She said, because you're not used to just being given. You don't feel like you want to ask for anything.
Because you do for others, and you don't. It's hard when you're a doer and you do for others. It's this sounds crazy, but I live in a 55 and over apartment, and being a nurse, retired nurse, I've taken care of people all my life. And when I first moved in here, I mean, it's like I want to take care of these people, and I thought to myself, "Well, you dummy, you're old yourself."
No, you're not.
And I'm thinking, here I am, 78, but I want to help all these little old people. And I'm so used to helping others that I forget that, I may not always be able to help other people. That I'm no spring chicken anymore.
And you know, I thought as long as I can have a laptop or, you know, or be able to sit up some way or still be able to
Yep.
talk and encourage.
Yep.
That's what God has brought me to do. And it kind of runs in our family as far as I know. I have a cousin, her and her husband goes to, oh, Mel said, you're very sprightly for your age, Joe. Isn't she?
Yeah. Hey, my mother lived to be 98. I always said, oh, this doesn't sound nice, so forgive me, but I'm going to say it anyway. The Lord wasn't ready for her, and the devil didn't even want her.
Look, that's better than what Casey has said sometimes about, you know, about.
She was 98, and that mouth of hers, oh, wow. Anyway.
Yes. Hey, Ruth. Ruth's Truth. If you don't have Josie's Place, and look, honey, I'm going back and rechecking because Traci didn't even have me.
Yeah, YouTube plays with the numbers too, and doing some weird things. So you need to go back and check. Yeah.
But my own mom. We talk about grief and losing a loved one. Mama, where are you taking it?
Oh, I'm trying it out. Oh.
All right, I'm going over things with Mama, you guys.
What is she doing?
She just come from doctor without her oxygen, and she needs to be on her
I
oxygen.
had it, but it was in the car.
She had it, but it was in the car.
Oh.
Come on, son.
Me and Joe, we're trying to get the numbers up.
Hi, Mama.
She said, "Hey, Mama,
You need your oxygen.
you need your oxygen on."
Casey's bringing that one. Well,
She better put it on now. She's gonna crank up that sandwich.
I'll try that out.
Mhm.
But yes, thank you, darling.
Okay.
You sure?
Thank you, honey.
This phone's not ringing. That one back. All right, you guys. But yes, it's my sister told me and like Darlene said, when you're a giver or a taker,
Mhm.
and I've told people all I have to give is love. That,
Yeah.
My time, my understanding of what people are going through. If I don't understand, I will tell you, well, I've never been there, but I can still feel for other people. And that's that part of being an empath, being
The empathy,
empathetic.
you know,
Yes.
the empathy.
And and I told Keegan when I was upset, I told him the other day, I said, well, baby, they talk about an empath. I said, when you feel for somebody else, when you grieve for somebody else, I said, I would never want that to go away. That's part of who I am.
Mhm.
And I can't help if I feel deeply about things. I'm just made up different. And I did ask him, well, would you not want me to be who I am? All right, let me throw out. I know. Darlene B said it in said it with 3 exclamation points.
Yeah.
Tell her to get that oxygen on.
Yeah, she sounds like she's short of breath.
Okay, I am going to, here's the link for Josie Cares. You guys, this one is Josie Cares. And then the other one, and you guys share out today. We need Traci's numbers she's almost at 500. She should have already been at 500.
I'm subscribed to her, I know.
And you know, and check and recheck,
Yeah.
because like found out she wasn't even subscribed to me. What is she doing, you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. It started several months ago. YouTube has been playing with the numbers, and I don't know if it's a technical error or if they do it deliberately. I don't know.
Well, Joe, I really think they're going through. It's an algorithm. It's computerized. They're going through to see if people are, if it's kid friendly, and if they don't have it marked. So they're doing a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. I had 3 or 4 live streams with my granddaughter, and I actually now have them on private because as soon as they did the changeover, they removed the comments
Yeah.
that were on there, and so for a safety feature, I just put them on private and told her we could no longer do live.
Welcome, Marcia. Simply Cooking with Marcia, you guys. She's new, but welcome, 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 honey. Welcome to our channel. Mama, Darlene B said, that's how my neighbor passed away. He was supposed to have his oxygen on at all times. He had been outside without it on his way to get it. He passed away.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you guys. Mama's been taken out by ambulance because of her oxygen levels, and taken by ambulance to the and had to go into the hospital. So
is Mama listening to all the lectures?
she can't hear because the speaker echoes.
Oh,
So I'm having to ad lib.
okay. Tell her we're all lecturing her.
Yes, they're all lecturing you. So yes, Marcia, new in life, but we're family a long time, honey. Once you're here, you know, you're here. And we're just trying to, Josie has Josie's Place. And then she's trying to do her channel on, tell them about your channel now, Hush.
Well, I decided that, on my Josie's Place, I've done jewelry pop-ups, jewelry art, sewing DIYs, and a series on grieving. And it came to my attention, and actually my son suggested that I do a second channel and do it on more serious subjects like the grieving, depression, and what maybe the audience wanted to hear if there was a certain subject that. And I based it on a book that I'm in the process of writing, my medical background, and most everything I talk about I've actually went through, so in my personal life. And I also stress that these are my personal feelings, so I'm not trying to change anyone or convert anyone. It just might help someone knowing that someone else has went through some of these things. And that's my motive. There's no other. I'm not trying to grow the second channel to 1,000. It's that channel I just want to help.
Yeah.
Josie's Place is my main channel, and that one, yeah, I like to grow. But I'm hoping that, like I said, when I lost my daughter, at that time, it was 1959, there really wasn't therapy. And I didn't have support from family members. And it was a very difficult time in my life. And I just think as much as available now, we are very blessed to be able to get help. And so I'm not basing this on just research and what I think someone should do. I'm basing it basically on my life. And I will tell you, I have been sharing my life. I've not kept it a secret. I've been sharing what I went through to make it more human, And when I lost my daughter and then lost a husband, I read 3 different books on grieving. And the one that was the most helpful for me was written by 2 men. One lost his wife to cancer, and another one through divorce. And it was written in layman's language. They didn't use, the big terminology. And that was the most helpful to me. Then the other 2 books that were just a lot of words, I'll put it that way. And so this is why I even started this book. And the thing, okay, I'll go back into my history. I worked in a small rural hospital in Idaho. And we had a lot of even sheep herders, old country guys that, and I learned that sometimes you had to forget your medical terminology and just speak in rough, everyday words for them to understand. And so that's why I based my book on that. I just want it so anyone could pick it up, read it. It's easy to read. I know all the medical terminology, but that's not what I'm putting in my book. And that's kind of what the second channel is about. It's just down to earth, helpful hints, maybe.
Well, Mamel said that she has a friend that lost a daughter in her teens due to seizures that the doctors didn't pick up on. She is still not coping well. She's going to send her to your channel when she catches up with her. And it happened in, did it say 2014? So, I was shocked. I know everybody grieves different, but I was shocked that, in a way, I still grieve him. I still miss my dad. Even though he was a tough man, I miss my dad. And to hear my mom said, well, I didn't love him anyway. He's nothing to me now. And I know that Mama has grieved my father-in-law for what, 25 years, Mama? 24 years. So...
He's got a birthday coming up.
Hi, Kathleen. Kathleen Riggs is on Facebook. Good morning, Kathleen.
Mau, you will be with him someday. You will be with him someday, and you won't. We will see them. We have faith. And the thing, even my strong religious beliefs, and I don't like the word religion. I like that I follow Jesus, because religion to me is man-made. Different churches, different religions. But the things that my daughter said before she died, and I mentioned this one other time on your live, any time where that human part of me kicks in and maybe you have those little doubts, I remember the things that she did say, and it kept me very positive, full of faith. Heaven's real.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, so you had Josette's. So April is Josette's daughter, and you had her wristband, and it just fell off when you was talking about her. Well, she must want to be talked about. And that's right, Simply Cooking. And she said that her children have seizures when they were younger, and that was scary for her. Good morning, Perla. Good morning. Welcome.
Scary.
Welcome. And Perla, I know you know Josie. Perla knows you don't. Yes.
Yes.
So, if you don't have Joe's other channel, in which I'm sure you do. Wait a minute. the Josie Cares. Grab that one up because it is all Perla. It is almost at 100.
Wow, I am so blessed, so pleased.
I mean,
And I give you all the credit, Darlene.
no, it's the Lord put it. You know,
The Lord works through you.
He does things in His own time, in His own way. And there's things in my life that He has given me peace about. And something that has really, really grieved me. And He just Sunday after, at church, He just took it off my shoulders. And I should not have been grieving as I was. I should not have been being as upset. Yes, when you have a child out there and you're worried about them, you can't help it's a mother and you can't help but worry. But you can't worry until you can't function. You're not shutting it right.
I know after I lost my daughter, I became my younger son teases me about not letting him cross the street until he was 16. I become overprotective.
Oh yeah, I was the same way about my children crossing the road.
Yeah. But and about, oh gosh, a few months after my daughter died, my baby, he was just a little over a year, had an emergency hernia surgery. And usually a child doesn't end up with a hernia that young, but the doctor wanted to wait a little longer until he got a little older. Well, he had to do an emergency surgery at midnight.
Oh my goodness.
And I remember sitting in the hospital praying, Lord, you took one of my babies. Please don't take my second one.
I would have been too.
And 2 days later, the doctor told me, take him home. Just don't let him fall. He was running down the hall. And so the Lord took care of him. He healed fast.
Well, peace only comes from one place, Oh, there's Pat. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. Well, good night at where Pat is.
That's right.
She's in Singapore. It's
Singapore, yes.
Yep. Usually when Pat comes on, it's like, 2 a.m. or something like that, and she needs to go to bed. And
well, Pat, I'm on Pacific time, about 3 hours different from Darlene, so I had to set my alarm for 4:30 in the morning.
see, Pat, I really feel honored when people that are on that time zone comes on this panel, because that is, God is good. Well, hello, Raul. Welcome back. Welcome back. See your family now. You are family.
Look out.
Mama said you better watch out. See, he just needs 2 more to be at 500.
Oh, wonderful.
See? Oh, it's 11:45 right now.
Mm.
So, Pat, now you do have Pat, don't you? You know who Pat is. Okay.
Yeah, I know who Pat is. Yeah.
Okay. So
I see
Pat,
her all the time in all the jewelry auctions, and yeah, Pat's neat.
all right. So Pat, that is Joe's other channel, Josie Cares. So if you don't, check that one out, because she has to get to 100. Because look,
So I can be long-winded.
I'm
Like
telling-
longer than 15 minutes.
Yes, more than 15 minutes, and she can relax and not have to watch the clock. That is, because that would be distracting. You're wanting to get out what you want to say, and then you're steady watching the clock. So I'm looking. Oh, you do, Pat. You do quite a bit, and you don't know how much I appreciate it.
He has some neat Valentine DIYs too.
Yeah.
I have managed to. I try to watch as much as possible, but I'm not home that much. I'm at work or helping with the family, but I try.
So you guys, Casey told me tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is also Valentine's Day. He told me to take that big old box of Valentine's candy that I got, that I ate all of it. He told me I got to make a hat out of it. So he challenges me sometimes. And he comes up with some hard challenges. Yes, all right. So Pat, the link I just put out there, that's the one that she needs 100.
Yeah, it's just, I do know that you have another channel. Thank you,
Yes.
Pat. Yeah,
So,
I decided to kind of do the serious stuff a little. Because, if, say somebody needs to watch something like this, they don't want to go through your jewelry channel or your DIY channel. It's just easier, Shepherd.
so yeah, she can come on here and cut loose.
You can out-talk Darlene.
No, right?
Hey, I talk a lot. Don't get me started.
Uh-oh. King of Queens. So Kevin don't like me watching stuff like that. I think they're funny. I like watching comedies. I used to like, Misha, I used to like to watch Everyone Loves Raymond.
Oh, I love that show.
But
I sometimes watch the rerun.
I know, I would watch them. But
he doesn't like you to watch them?
But sometimes now when I see the previews, I'm like, wait, they're just all being mean to each other.
That's a typical Italian family. It's based on a book too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And really, I'm not criticizing because I'm Italian, but I always said I'm different than the typical Italian. But that's how they act. They give each other a bad time, and the old Italian women are something else. That you pick on their family members, and boy,
Well,
they'll attack you.
Well,
that show is pretty much true to fact how some Italians act.
well, they all, my kids said we were like the Roseanne show.
Yeah.
Because I'd be loud like Roseanne, and Dan, which is my husband, would always be in the shop. And that's Kevin used to always be in his shop. He'd work all day, go in the shop, building and making things. And so the kids said that we were the Roseanne show. So I guess so. Just middle class, or not even quite middle class, just trying to make it one day at a time.
It's funny, when Roseanne first came out, I didn't like the show. And then last year I started watching all the old shows, and I loved it.
Yeah, because it's
funny.
Yeah. Uh-oh, somebody asked where I live. Yeah, Alabama.
Alabama.
Yes.
And I'm in California.
Well, Simply Cooking, thank you for stopping by. Tomorrow's hat day. And yes, I'll have a hat on.
You can make one with the Valentine box, right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. And that Valentine box is not light. And it's big. So I got some thinking to do.
I got to see that.
Yeah. I got. All right, see you above.
I can picture you in a Valentine hat. Oh, Denise is in Southeast Georgia. Well, I was born in Northern California, and I'm only in Southern California because my son's here. But I actually lived in Idaho and for 25 years, and lived in Oregon and Nevada.
Oh, Liz, you know how I am. I'm trying to see. I am trying to see. You said look above. Oh my! Wait. Oh, it does stink when you do a new appliance. Okay, I lost something, Liz Ann. Okay, Destiny. Oh, she asked where everyone
Was who lives?
Oh, Liz.
Who lives?
I was looking to see what somebody else said.
Mm.
Liz knows that she did that on purpose to see me with my mouth open, looking and squinting at the trying to get my eyebrows together. Since Kevin talked about them. And Mel put that little thing out there, and it did look like me. I have to say it. It did look like me.
Yeah, I only have to. I'm a hairy person. I only have to darken mine a little bit. They're fluffy. I used to have real thick eyebrows.
You can't see mine.
Mm.
Now I'm sitting here eating Lucky's and looking to see if there's any more bits of charms in it. And there is.
You ate all the marshmallows.
Well, I'm finding some I missed because it was dark in the bedroom. But look, you guys got me when I tried, what was it? The peanut butter and Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Well, you don't own the kingdom anymore. You ain't got nothing to, you ain't got no kingdom to give away for the Cheetos.
Cheetos and you put peanut butter on Cheetos. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I tried it.
What's it taste like? Doesn't sound good.
Well, not the fluffy ones, but the hard ones.
Yeah.
Kind of tastes like, you know, the orange crackers with peanut butter in them that you get.
I like those.
Yeah, they kind of taste like that, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, so it wasn't that bad.
No, I like those. I love peanut butter and celery.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Wait, Liz Ann, working on that project you gave me, Norgasar. I say so much, Liz, that I'm trying to figure which one that I threw at you. Because I throw a lot out there.
Misha,
right.
are you on a special diet or trying to behave?
Who, me?
No, Misha said something about cheat week.
Yes, she is.
Oh, she is. I need
Okay.
to go back on it.
Okay, Liz Ann. Yes, and a pimento cheese is good in celery also.
Yeah.
But for me, I just love celery.
I do too.
I mean, I'll pull. Now, I have to pull the strings out first. See, Liz Ann forgot about peanut butter and celery. Hey, you don't get peanut butter knuckles. Did you know that was a thing, Joe?
No, I didn't.
Peanut butter knuckles. You know when the peanut butter gets low and then you're trying to dip something in it?
Oh, yes.
See, she said, oh, yes.
Now I know what you're talking about. That's happened to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Liz Ann has, look, she's get the big one that her whole hand could stick in, probably two-handed. I can't afford those. Then she gets Jif. What?
I like the crunchy peanut butter.
All right, Joe's a crunchy peanut butter. I'm a creamy.
Mm. And my older grandson, who's 12, he loves, after school, he loves peanut butter and celery for a snack.
Liz Ann, you guys, is going to come out with the Southern Dictionary. She ain't fooling nobody. Peanut Butter Knuckles is a new unabridged Southern Dictionary.
Oh,
Liz Ann, I want to see that.
Misha got me earlier. What did I say, Misha? Because I forget. All right, Perla's a creamy. You guys see, you guys put creamy or peanuts or creamy.
yeah.
I'd buy that book too. Liz Ann, you got to write a book.
Impossible. I said it's impossible. Yeah, Misha. I done told her, Mama, I know where she lives. I'm gonna roll up on that house.
Uh-oh.
Misha?
Misha.
Yeah, you know what that means, Misha?
Misha, I love her.
Misha, Mom, well, she can probably hear you. Mama says she loves you.
The creamy has outnumbered the crunchy. Look at that.
See? Mama Creamy has outnumbered the crunchy.
Oh, yeah, they don't know what y'all talking about.
Liz Ann, you spelt that wrong. I said catawampus.
Yeah, they're well.
Oh,
Yeah, we know Misha loves Mama.
Okay, what is
she
catawampus?
does.
When something's not straight
Oh, okay.
and you got your shelf is catawampus and you just
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
yeah. So Mary's a crunchy. Casey, Kevin, and Mama. They are three crunchies.
Okay, make it 4. I'm crunchy.
See? Destiny's creamy.
He's creamy.
If somebody comes in the chat, because you know I do subscribe to I'll go out there and throw out that net sometimes, and I've had some new people and I'm like, wait a minute. If they come in there, they're gonna wait. Crunchy, not straight, creamy.
We sound like lunatics.
Yeah, cattywampus,
Yeah.
catacornered. Yes, Misha, catacornered. Discombobulated.
Whoosh, whoosh. Yeah.
Oh no, see, Misha knows. No, wash
Whoosh.
instead of wash. Yes. Yes. My mom says eyebrows instead of eyebrows. We always gave her a hard time about that. And you know what? Her eyebrows did look like briars, you guys. Oh my goodness.
I've been told I say some words pretty funny for the.
Well, you know, we can laugh together, you guys. That's the thing. You know, oh, Tracy said her mom says wash too.
Well, my
Okay.
dad used to say, instead of turn the light on or flip the light on, he used to say open the light.
Okay.
Yeah. And for years, I mean, that's all I heard when I was growing up. And until recently, I mean, it's such a habit. I have to catch myself. I've said open the light, and I've had people look at me like, oh,
Liz says save the light.
save the light.
What's one I say bedclothes? I got to change my bedclothes.
Mhm.
That's what I call. Open the light. Laugh out loud. My kids say that too, Sister Josie.
Oh, wow. I am glad somebody else in this world. Oh, Tony does.
Yep. Closet for closet. I still say icebox. Now, what do you think kids think of me? The icebox.
What about soda pop? I said that one day, and my granddaughter just looked at me like, what the heck are you talking
See,
about?
everything's Coke.
Yeah.
Pepsi's Coke. So, oh my goodness. See, you guys, y'all, YALL. Y'all. I
Y'all.
thought it was a Southern thing. I don't say that word. I'll say you all or you guys. I'm not a y'all person. And then I found out people up north say it. People out west say it.
We actually slaughter the English language, don't we?
Oh, Misha said, she says pop.
Yeah, pop. Everything. Yeah.
Sody. Listen, Sody.
Sody.
See, I know, Destiny. I've heard you say y'all. I've heard the different ones of you guys that I've watched. I'm like, wait a minute. They live in so-and-so. And they're saying y'all?
Instead of you, I say use.
See, and I thought that was a northern thing.
I don't
Like
know where
Brooklyn
use.
or the
I've
Bronx.
I've been teased about that a lot.
How do you think I was picked on when I come out here from California and I was saying you guys? And if it was several, yes, she does, Misha. And if it was a bunch of you guys, if I said, well, if it's Josie's and it's Tracy's, it's your guys's. Go ahead, you can have it. It's your guys's.
Yeah.
Your guys's. Yeah. So if there's a crowd of you guys and you want some, it's your guys's. You can have it. But yes, you guys, we just let me see. Let me see now, you guys. Let me see. Now you're gonna hear me say it every time.
But oh yeah. Now I'm gonna notice it. And that's before.
All right, but that's okay. You're still at 86. We're gonna try this. We're gonna see, and I'm gonna continue to throw the link out, whether you're here or not, Joe.
Oh, righty.
I do it every time. So,
You're probably about had it right, ready to get off.
heck no, I'm still digging through my I'm still digging through my
Okay.
yeah, my thingies.
I remember last time you when we went 3 hours, you were pretty sore and
Yeah, it's according to we getting there, we're crawling, baby steps, but you know what, you guys, we're gonna get there. Good morning, Joy.
get me some coffee.
All right.
Okay.
Good morning, Joy. Good morning. I'm gonna check you out and make sure. Oh no, look you up now. Joy, we've been around the world talking about all kinds of stuff, but just jump in, hang on, tell us what kind of peanut butter you like. Snatch up Josie's place. I'm going to give you, or anybody else out there, throw out Josie's 2 links. Because one of them, the Josie Cares, she's got to have 100, Joy. She's got to have 100 to be able to talk longer than 15 minutes. And you'll see me and her can talk way more than 15 minutes. I mean, I don't know how me and her could be on the same panel if all they gave us was 15 minutes. Oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you. And if you guys show love, and I usually don't do. See, if I knew your shirt was good, I should have changed my shirt. I got a shirt that looks sort of like that.
Last time I almost wore it. Remember, I said something about you had a shirt just like mine.
Yeah. We could have been all cute up in here.
I know. Twinsies. Twinsies. Except you're young enough to be my daughter.
Well, that's okay, too. Impossible 15 minutes ever with you, Norgasar. Hey, wait. The cookie video I uploaded, Thank you very much. Wait. I don't think it went you going to make me look that up. See, Liz Ann makes me look stuff up. I got to look up to see how long that talking about the cookies. I got to look. All right. How long was the video that I talked about cookies? Cookies?
Did you actually demonstrate making the cookies?
No. No.
Oh, okay.
My kitchen wasn't cleaned up. 48 seconds. Booyah, Liz. 48 seconds. I can't believe that. Sure did. 48 minutes. Seconds. Seconds.
That's bad.
Second. Sure did. You're right, Liz. For live stream. Well, the shortest live stream ever was when I was so excited Denise came on the panel for the very first time. I was so excited when I went to hit start, I ended broadcast.
You're kidding.
No, I did that. I was like, all right, we're going live. And I hit live, and then I hit, I hit something else, and I'm like, what? Where did everybody? Wait a minute, what did I do? So yes, I did that because I was so excited. Every time I do get somebody else up here, I do get so excited, you
And
guys.
look at how you're a professional now.
Oh, Leah said that was an accident. That doesn't count.
Okay.
Sugar cookies with buttercream, chocolate. Oh, girl. Joy?
Making me hungry now.
I know. Well, I thought of these. These are from the Mexican restaurant. I thought, well, these are subject to they're subject to sit wrong. So I figure I can eat something like this. Sugar cookies with buttercream.
I love cookies.
And that's why I look like that pear shape that Darlene B.
I was going to say, I love cookies, but they show up on my butt.
I'm just everywhere. I stepped on the scale yesterday when Kevin was at the doctor's office. It didn't come on. What's that got to tell you? Honey, that scale said, honey, you don't even want to know today. So when the nurse, because I used to go there all the time, but now I am blessed with the insurance I have. I do have to say that. Marketplace Insurance has been very good to me. I have to say it. But I had to change the doctors that I use and have been using for 20-something years. Had to, because they wouldn't, you couldn't use it in Georgia. So I had to find Alabama doctors. But anyway, I went with Kevin, so I got to see all the ladies. And then that nurse come up behind me and I jumped. She said, well, did I scare you? She said, or did the scale scare you? I said, girl.
That's cute.
I said, it didn't even come on. She said, do you want it to come on or do you not want to be depressed today? I said, girl, I already know. I said, that scale ain't going to scare me, but it really did. Mama's talks to you. I don't want the whole house to know how much I weigh. That's why I ain't stepped on it lately. It'll say, step on the scale. You step on it. Then it's going to say, your weight is, No, I mean, yes, you guys, I'm doing it to myself. I know it.
Well, I had went off of sugar for a year and a half and lost 40 pounds, and I think I gained it back.
Well, so far, I've been staying right under 100. So I can honestly say I have been keeping the 50 of the 100 I lost off. And I had doctors say that now you guys for for me to be 100 and say 80 pounds,
Mhm.
it might look okay from here down, but from here up, because I do have a slim face and these bones and stuff, when I was down to 159, they were worried about me. But even then, the what they go by that you're supposed to weigh, I
Oh, yeah.
was told if everybody looked at what that national scale says people should look like, we would all be undernourished.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I lose weight, my cheeks, start sinking and actually look older, I think.
I did. I mean, I my eyes looked hollow. My whole face did. And so, I'm still wearing the same size pants that I was wearing for a while. And I'm okay, you guys. I'm okay in the 16. I really am. Even though, because I went from a 24. You guys, when I lost all my weight, I stepped in a pair of my blue jeans, in one leg of my blue jeans. So I was half the size at my highest weight, and I keep those blue jeans.
Oh, wow.
But everybody in the house knows that it was like I couldn't quit losing. And so really, as long as I am not back up to that point, yeah. And sometimes they'll say, well, you're hurting because of your weight. I hurt when I dropped the weight. I hurt just as much when I dropped 100 pounds. And then I got up to 165. I kept that on for a few years. I did.
So how tall are you?
5'6".
I'm only 5'1".
So
But my legs is what carries the weight. And what happened to me, I went off the sugar and I did not eat any desserts for a year and a half, and I did great, felt good. And then last August, I woke up one morning and I hurt so bad I could hardly walk. And so I actually, for 2 weeks, scooted around in my office chair. I could not stand up and walk. And I had to take such high doses of ibuprofen, and ibuprofen kills my stomach. And so I started eating a lot more, and I started eating carbs.
yeah.
And I've got to break the habit. I love sweets, and so I've gained weight.
Destiny, see, you'll always see the big person. Now, there's some days that, now, if I'm laying in bed, yes, that's going to fall. It's going to be double chin time. But, the river's full. Yeah, it was yesterday too, Mama. We're under floods, flash floods. Destiny, when we look in the mirror, we still see everything. This morning, I was like, oh, I got back fat. I got back fat. So then I was thinking, okay, don't do anything that people will see that fat back. And I got hungry. And it's like, keep your arms to the side and you do this or you wave like this so things don't flap. And yeah, see, me and Denise talked about sleeping clothes. Can't have nothing that's going to bind or twist around you or
Be loose, big and loose.
But we still, Casey knows the name of it. There's a disorder that in your mind he can say it. I'm going to say it wrong. It's like a dysmorphia something. It's where you see a different person, whether whether you're this size, whether you're anorexic and you still see the big person,
Mhm.
it is a mental thing. Kevin has never made me feel bad. He married me when I was skinny. He loved it when I was up at 255. Some people say no, I doubt it. There are men out there.
That like heavy women.
Yes.
More
And
to snuggle.
yeah. So you at least they're like I said sometime this week, they're taking the stigma off of being bigger. Because I believe there are some women out there that are heavier looking and they carry it well. They might not have any health problem. Even at 255, I had no cholesterol problems, blood pressure problem. I had none of that. Other than my arthritis, I was healthy at that point. I wasn't happy at that point because I was at 121 when Kevin met me. But he liked it, and I said, look, they say you love each other through thick and thin. I said, okay, you love me through thin, then through thick, you got to love me through thin again. Yeah, so Joy said her brother yeah. And, they've got enough clothes out there. It doesn't matter what size a woman is.
Mm-hmm.
It's how she carries herself, or a
I
person.
was listening to a preacher not too long ago, and he said something about somebody asked him if we were going to eat in heaven, and he brought up scripture, to confirm this, and he said, we're going to eat in heaven, and just think we can eat all we want, and we're going to have the perfect body. Sounds pretty good.
That's why I say we don't know what our glorified body's going to look like.
Gotta look better than what we have now.
I can't wait because I'm going to tell you when I saw Siosa. Have I ever said good morning, Siosa? Good morning, Siosa. I think you've been in here a while, haven't you? Look, I'm confused today, Siosa. I was not happy with myself. People don't realize. They do tell you got to go to a psychiatrist before having weight loss surgery. They tell you to exercise. But when you're a certain age of a woman, skin loses its, I can't say that word, elasticity. And Mama, I hear you back there laughing on top of what you just said.
Confused every day.
Yeah. But I would look good with clothes on, but I was embarrassed of my inner thighs and of course my arms. I was, your stomach doesn't look the same. Yes. Yeah. So, and my husband would say, well, you wasn't happy before, you're not happy now. And it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. But sometimes, you guys, we're our worst critic, our worst enemy when it comes to our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, this morning I wasn't feeling good. My head was hurting, and I just too much humidity. And Denise knows it makes our bodies hurt. But I was like, this morning I was like, I done told people that I'm gonna come on without no makeup on again like I used to. Oh, Mary. She had to reschedule. Did you have to reschedule one today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jiggled the jello. Look, my little nephew, he would pinch rolls. He'd say fat roll, and he did it one time in the grocery store to me. So yeah, he's grown now. He's married. His time's coming.
Yeah.
I tell him, I said, I got all those pictures that I can post to Facebook. All the pictures I could post to Facebook.
Yep.
But, I know it wouldn't have mattered to nobody, and I'm still the same. I'm still the same with nothing on. But I sat here this morning talking to Traci, and then Denise came on before we started, and then Josie came in, and I just sat here and I painted my well, actually, it looks like the picture behind us, don't it, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the sunset. Yeah, so I was sitting here painting my face like I was painting on a canvas. So that got me in my happy place. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
No,
Oh,
that's good.
I just want to know, are you a heated water bed, or are you one, because Kevin used to cut all the heat off our water bed. No. A cold water bed. No. I remember you saying that, Denise. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, it was Siosa. Girl.
So that's horrible.
Girl, I'm glad that you're not with him.
Yeah.
Yes, your feet lose weight. Yes, they sure do. And I have shoes that don't fit anymore. Yep.
Yeah, your feet, when I lose weight, they shrink, and then when I gain weight, they grow.
Yeah, and when I work sitting down all day, and I know you probably thinking, well, what are you doing now? But when I sat every day at the conferencing center for 8 hours a day, well, we worked 8, but it was actually 9 hours because we got an hour for lunch, and I was still sitting. My feet used to swell. My feet, my legs. Well, they're not so bad now, because even now I have that small step stool up under here, and I constantly move my feet. Denise, I couldn't get out of one now. There is no way. Oh, no. Myra says she's heated and vibrating. Look, that's the type of waterbed. My legs, they're always vibrating. My legs are always feeling like that. Denise, it's hard enough if I get in the floor to get up. There is no way I could get off of the lower kind of waterbed. I'd have to get somebody a lot bigger than me to just fall on it, and then whoop, I'd stand, then it just whoop me on out. That's what it was.
But a waterbed, I remember my son had a waterbed, and when I came home from work, I would sleep into his waterbed, and I remember him coming home from school one day, and I could hear him say to his friend, "I bet my mother's in my waterbed." But it made my legs feel so good after working all day.
Yeah. We had one with the baffles, so ours wasn't the free flowing. And it was when I got to do the heated part of it, it did make me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
But when Kevin would cut off the heat and it was all cold, it would chill me to the very bone.
Ooh, yeah. No, that feels good.
But they said they're not good for your posture and all that, and I'm sure they wouldn't be for me now. Me and Kevin need the kind that you can lift, remote control, that we can, lift. I don't know how much. I mean, they're kind of pricey.
Nice, they're pricey. But I would love one of those too.
They're pricey, but Joe, the bed we have, it's awful. It's just so aggravating. It don't matter which way we turn it, it's still not comfortable. So
Yeah, I need a new mattress too, but
so we're gonna get the kind that will raise up, and that'll help with his snoring. That'll help with his breathing. The legs and all will help with my legs because I'm steady in my bed trying to get fixed. And my neck does better if I have no pillow, if my pillow is low. And if I could get a bed that I could ease up some, I believe I could sleep without a pillow. I used to never think I could because I used to sleep with a bunch of them. But I woke up.
I roll my pillow under my neck because I have chronic neck problems and shoulder problems.
I'll wake up sometimes, and you know I've got it's not a bar, it's a plate. It's 5 disc, you know, it's a plate like the size of a card. So if I sleep wrong, if my neck could get stiff in a certain way, it'll hurt, you guys. And I have to take my hand and move my neck. Ugh. So yes, we need a bed that we can, that is going to help our bodies and last a little while.
Yeah.
You know, I'm tired of waking up hurting worse than I went to bed. We shouldn't hurt worse. I mean, yes, if we have arthritis, it is going to hurt in the mornings until you get to going. But goodness gracious, just getting in the bed and getting out of the bed, if it hurts that much.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's why during the day, you guys, I try my best to find things to do where I don't. But I think today I am going to have to go in there and lay down. You guys, Joe showed me, and she showed Traci the heart that she made, that she's making, and she's done a challenge before, hadn't you, Joe?
This is one of them. I did a DIY, and I'm going to do another one when it's done. See here, you can see it.
Yep. And now you're going to fill that whole thing up with jewelry.
Yeah, it'll all be completely covered. And where's the other one here? And I did one, if you go back on my old videos, I actually have one up all finished. But this is the second one. Yeah, it's all completely filled when I get through. What I like, I was taught this years ago, I kind of do what's called the 3D effect. And I layer the jewelry.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you're not just seeing flat pieces. But I love doing this. It takes a lot of jewelry. But when I buy lots of jewelry, I, you know, go through and sometimes I sell craft lots, but sometimes I keep some of the pieces to do jewelry art.
And see, I'm trying to separate mine, the pieces like that, into different colors or different. Joe, you just don't know. Mine looks like a jewelry jar exploded in the bedroom in there. I've been blessed, and I use it in different ways. Mama said, "What glue do you use, Joe?"
I actually, in fact, I will show you what I use.
You guys, this coffee suspect. Kevin brought it home, and I've never tried it. It's not great, but it's coffee, and we don't have coffee. Are you laughing at me, Mama? Did you just catch the expression I made?
I can't find the other. I used a Gorilla glue sticks, and this, but the Gorilla glue sticks works a lot better than the regular glue sticks. They cost a little bit more.
Callie, Calico, Dawn. Good morning, Callie. Are they pricey?
They're not as bad as I thought they would be. I bought mine at Walmart, and oh gosh, I'll have to show it next time. It's just a regular size packet, not a real large one, but it was 3 something.
Oh, well, and if it sticks, then it's worth it. If it
Yeah,
keeps
it's
them in
worth
place.
it. Yeah, it stays in place. The regular glue sticks, if they get, like you place your object, and if the heat gets to it, it will kind of loosen.
Yeah.
The Gorilla glue sticks don't. They're more sturdy, so it's worth the extra.
Callie, we are trying today to build up Joe's place and Josie's place and Josie Cares. And then Traci. I know, Callie, you've already probably got Traci, but double check. And I was talking about you this morning, Callie. Denise was in there. I said, "Oh, you guys, let me tell you what Callie did to me. No fair. She done showed me, guess what's under this?" And I knew then it was probably fresh bread. She had under a towel. And, you know, my first thought was, well, does she have a critter up under there? Does she have a snake or something? I mean, look, in our house, you don't never know what pet we're going to have, Callie. Oh, my gosh, you guys. Fresh bread rolls and cinnamon rolls, fresh. Hadn't even been baked yet. And I'm like, you are wrong.
No.
Ciosa, yes, a critter. We've had snakes, tarantula, iguana, rabbits, squirrels, dogs, cats. I'm trying to think. Not all at the same rabbits. Not all at the same time, but well, a bunch of them were at the same time. Oh, rats, mice to feed the snakes. So, why do you think I would look in somebody has a towel over something? I haven't had a gopher. I told Kevin I wanna might as well have a real what they say, okay, hamster, but then I was told they bite.
Calico wants to know how long those take. Depends. I like to leave mine out on the table, and every once in a while, like after work or so, if I see a certain piece of jewelry that I think will look good in a certain spot, I would say I've done one in 3 or 4 days, but sometimes it might take you a month unless you just sit down and, work on it. But if you have other things that you're going to do, just leave it out. And
sometimes a piece of jewelry, you might see it in your jewelry jar or something, or see it somewhere and you're like, oh wow, okay, that fits. It's kind of like doing the jewelry jars, or not, the God jars. Even though I had a list of people, it would be that certain things I would pick up a piece of jewelry and be like, oh, wow, this is so-and-so.
let's see. I'm going to see if I can show. I'll get on Instagram. I have them listed.
Yeah, because see, I've got to see some of them. Yes, Calico laughing. She was playing the game. It wasn't. Oh yeah. All right. Let me make it big.
That's one of them. The true colors aren't, showing.
Yeah. How big is that one, Joe?
It's the same size as the one I showed.
Oh wow.
And then I'll show the cross.
And you said Instagram. Now I saw the cross one.
I've got them on Instagram. Here's my cross.
Oh yeah, I remember when you was making that one.
I love that. I have, excuse me, hanging in my bedroom. And then I even actually made one for Christmas and gave it as a Christmas gift. And I even like this one better. But
yes. I like that one too. It's the
Okay, it's not really showing up good.
all right. What's your Instagram? Where can they go to?
Jo dot Lawrence Lawrence 3. Yeah, that's not, the colors are not showing up at all.
All right, Jo dot Lawrence.
Yeah, 3.
3. Okay. At Joe dot Lawrence.
And then I just have listed as Joe Lawrence. So
Oh, okay. So
you just put my name in. You should be able to find it. Send me a request.
I guess I need to pull mine back up. See, Denise, I could hook you up on Angel because see, it's you can get something cut. Oh, I used to have a scroll saw. It's
Okay.
ruined.
There's one of my these are really big in a big frame. But I use the same process to make the Christmas trees.
Now, do those light up or is it just look
Yes,
like it?
they light up.
That is pretty.
Yeah, I actually made 8 of those over a matter of many years. And I kept my first 2 and my last one, and I've given all the rest away. But I used the same process, a 3D effect.
Have you ever, Mama's asking, do you teach that in a video? Have you ever made a video doing that?
With the crosses and the heart, not the Christmas trees, but I use the same effect. It's a 3D. You take say you have flat pieces of jewelry that, maybe are just gold tone, silver tone, put them on the bottom and then put your most attractive pieces, your your bling, your rhinestones and color stones, you put them on top. But you get that 3D effect. And so then you're covering up all the wood part, or like in the Christmas trees, I use felt in the back or velveteen.
And, it's the same with, is still considered multimedia art. When you take different things to make art, it's not just like painting on a canvas with just paint. It's still creating.
Yeah.
Mama said, what do you put around the edges?
I either put faux pearls, rhinestones. You can actually put anything that you like, even, colored beads, whatever. You just use your imagination, do your own taste. If you like Southwestern, use that type of beads and, whatever. I started this back when I was a nurse. And like I said, I would keep it out on the table. I had a special table. Before I started dinner, I would come home from work, maybe put a few pieces in, glue them, and I could release the stress from work. It's just really, you want to get rid of stress, find a project like that, or any kind of craft, and do that before you start dinner or whatever you have to do. And it helped me.
Well, and that's when we used to do that on Tuesdays, we'd be sitting here and we'd still be talking, and then we'd, one or the other would make sure we tried to look at the chat. Mm-hmm. And you could see what we were making, and it was we'd always do Art Therapy Tuesday because it is very therapeutic to sit there. Usually Derek would do his drawings. Never knew what I was going to be doing. I could either be painting something, or I would do my God jars, or just different things, and Traci would do her adult coloring books.
That gratification, and we need that because there's so many things in life that pull us down in the real world. And if we can do something that makes us feel good inside, you have an easier time, tolerating stress in the real world.
And it would be easy for me to do now because I had the laptop and it messed up and it had a camera. So when we got this one, I wasn't even thinking that that you'd go and buy a computer and it wouldn't have a camera.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't thinking. So when we got home, I was like, Casey, where's the camera on this? He said, Mom, it's a gaming computer. It doesn't have a camera. I said, what am I going to do? So, right away, Derek sent me a camera because I was using Casey's. And Casey was still doing the Bible study, but he wasn't on camera. And I'm like, he don't need to do that too long to hide behind, So
yeah, I miss seeing him.
Yes.
I didn't like it when he wasn't on the camera.
So Derek sent me this one, but it's one that I can sit it somewhere and aim it down at my hands while I'm working.
What camera can I ask that he sent you?
It is a Logitech. Yeah, it's a Logitech.
Because I actually would like to. I got one that wasn't very expensive and sent it back. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. I would like to get a camera besides for my DIYs besides using my phone.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. I want to be able to even put, like, the laptop could be facing, but the hands working can be.
It's hard with the light. Like I'm on my laptop right now. And that, I use my laptop for all my lives and stuff, but it's much better. I think you can reposition a camera a lot better.
Yes. All right. Like that one, I could, is sitting kind of freely, but it's not. So, I mean, it's easy to move or to, move it down.
Yeah.
Or, is so versatile to where you could place it to where you want it. When you're on the laptop, you have to move your laptop. You have to.
Yeah. See, I'm moving my screen right now. See.
Yeah.
But it's just not as good. And, I have a good iPhone, but it's still hard repositioning certain angles.
Oh, good morning, Walker family. Good morning. Good morning. And Elias, good morning. Almost good afternoon, you guys. We are trying to build up. Traci is in the chat. She is in the chat. And we are trying to build up Josie's channel and Josie's Place, as well as Josie Cares. And build up Traci's channel, but I think she already has you, Walker and Elias.
I know. I subscribe to the Walker family. I know that.
And then Elias is pretty new. Elias throws out a lot of scriptures and stuff. I really enjoy the output that Elias has. Well, hello, Willow. Girl, I'm going to tell you, I am still going through my Willow box. I set my rolly chair in there the other day, sat there for a few minutes, and my bed got to calling. It's what Mama calls it. My bed got to calling. So in other words, I had to go lay down. But, yes, you guys, we need, oh, and there's Ella too. Big hug from Berlin.
Oh, from Berlin.
Yeah. Yep. Ella, I can't believe yesterday. Oh my goodness. when you put the abbreviation out there, I forget what it was even. And I said, yeah, Liz Ann, that's how they talk in Germany. I mean, in Germany when they mean, that's how they say it. No, it was abbreviate AFK. And what's it mean, Ella? What's it mean? Give me the meaning of it, because I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my goodness. No, I did not. Away from keyboard. Joe, AFK, away from keyboard. And I was like,
Keyboard.
yeah.
I have no idea what that meant.
And I was telling Liz, oh, Lizanne, that's how they do in Germany. I tell you what. Ella, I am glad you still come in with this crazy woman right here.
I'm making lots of notes, I'll tell you.
AFK means this. It is not a German saying. Thank you. All right. I love to read these. Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Thank you. Thank you. And that's anything that we do, Elias. He begins the work in us. If we accept the path he's putting us down, if we accept that, we are to do it until the day of Jesus Christ. That's not always the resurrection. I mean, we're all waiting for that. But each of us has our day. Each of us has a different time that God knows that we don't know when our time is going to be. But I'll do this as long as I can. I started late in life at 55. I did. But
look at me.
I forget that, Joe.
Late.
I forget that. So Joe started over a year ago.
Yeah, and I'm 78. Talk about starting late.
So, whatever. Yeah, I know the BRB, the verb.
Yeah, I know that one too.
But yes, I'll do this. And I said it much earlier in the show, where I said it behind the scenes, that I really think YouTube saved my life. It might not save my life physically, but emotionally and mentally. Getting on YouTube was the best thing that I could have ever done. And so it brought me out. It had me say things and bring things up and out of my heart and out of what was closed up for so long. And once it's out, it's a refreshing feeling. It's like, okay, it's gone. Father God, bless everyone in here. Give them peace that surpasses all our understanding. Take their burdens, Lord, and fill them with your comfort, and keep our minds and hearts in Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Elias.
Thank you.
Oh, I already read that one. How did I not? I read the other one before I read that one. But thank you, Elias. Every now and then we have the truth will pop in. The truth will pop in. He'll give us a Bible verse, and so sweet. I haven't seen him in a while, but he's out there. He'll pop in every now and then. But Elias, when any of you guys give scripture, and today it's been Myra and it's been you, anybody that does, that helps. No matter what we're talking about, it helps to still show people that might come in later and wonder what our what we're about. We don't really have to tell them, well, we're a Christ-based networking. They will just know. Like Joe said earlier, they'll know by the way we act. I just prayed the scripture that all sister, and then I posted the scripture referring to the prayer. Thank you, Elias.
Talking is nothing. We need to walk the walk. You know?
Oh, 4 degrees yesterday.
Ooh.
Well, you guys, it's awful. I mean, it's humid and it's yucky here. And let me see. It's 60 now. And it's humid and it's been raining. It's going to drop to 35. You guys, tomorrow the low is 29.
It's 52 here right now. And it's 8:52 in the morning.
Well, it's tomorrow the high will be 56 and the low is going to be 29. I mean, so that's another reason why we can't feel better. It warms up a little bit and all the rain causes stuff to bloom out, and it gets us. So, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh, 19 degrees. But God is good to each of us. Look, we've all got our internet, don't we? We have our internet. We have a way of talking to each other. A way. I'm putting the Luckies back in the box. And for those of you that don't know, I ate the Charms, and all I got is the Luckies. You're lucky if you find another one. That's really what they're trying to say.
I'm just checking. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. I appreciate that.
And it's going to grow. We're a family. We're a family.
Appreciate that.
We I had to see what Traci meant. BURR. I was thinking, what does that mean? Then I was like, oh my goodness. It means the burr, cold.
Wow, I have 86 now on Josie Cares.
Well, that's 5 more than you had when you started. Yay.
Each and every one of you.
Yay. So you know what? Now you need 15, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
that's fantastic.
And
again, like I said, I can be. It's hard to get my point across in 15 minutes. It just is.
And it's important. What God put on your heart. It's important. Your mission statement. Well, hello, Rick Green. Rick Green's on Facebook. He used to be my neighbor, you guys. He saw some really crazy things out of me. I was his kooky neighbor to walk next door and ask his beautiful, sweet wife at the time, Karen, I said, do you have any coffee filters? I want to make a pot of coffee. She said, yeah. I said, well, I had some. I had to use them as toilet paper. So I need some coffee filters.
You're kidding.
No. I said, look, we're in the sack. Look, we're supposed to be borrowing a cup of sugar. What do? Go next door and say, hey, I use the coffee filters for toilet paper when we run out. And I ain't got no coffee filters. So, yes. Oh, yes. We tried to carpool and the boys would argue so much. So we just had to go back to Casey and their son that argued. So we just went back taking our own kids to school. The girls were fine. The boys that argue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, look, Elias. I have no shame in my game. I sure don't.
Coffee filter. I'll never forget that one.
Well, eBay must have stepped away and come back. Okay, it's amazing what I walk in on laugh out loud.
That is funny.
Yes, all right, Denise, throughout everything I go through, God is still in control. He does prevail. With this help I get through the day. I don't know how people who don't have Christ make it every day. I don't either. Denise, I really don't.
I don't either. I have watched, being a nurse, I have been with many people who have passed on. Um, and I had a husband who died of cancer. And I know one of the things that helped him in his path is when he became a Christian, and not just in words, he actually lived it. And I think it was only one time, a few days before he passed, he said to me, I'm afraid. And then I called the pastor, and he was fine after that. But it helped him. Most of the time he had no fears. And I've watched people who had no belief in the Lord, and it wasn't pretty. They were so frightened. They were angry. And people who have the faith and know that there is a heaven and hell have a lot easier. I don't know how they cope with everyday life either, actually.
I don't either. I like that. Denise Kane's God is good, sis. They don't realize it, but God still loves them and blesses them. Matthew 5:45. Is it up yet? No. There it is. Matthew 5:45, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. Thank you. Yes. But, me and Liz talked because, when you like any type of art, whether it's jewelry, like how Joe creates with jewelry. Mama does dream catchers, and she also does cartoons and all kind of stuff. Yes, eBay says I think a lot of people numb themselves with whatever vice they have.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also, like I told Liz, I said, in the mornings when I take the puppy out, or in the evenings, well, both times, I will talk to the sky. If people saw me, they'd be like, oh my goodness, there's that woman out there talking again. Up at the moon or up at the sky. But I can't help but see the beauty all around me. It's gray. The sky's gray right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the backdrop, of the sky with the tree limbs that have that has nothing on them, I find beauty in that. And so I said, it's like people, they rush around and don't even realize what they're missing. It's like they can't see the tree for the forest.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And the old song, stop and smell the roses. And it's really, I wouldn't be doing this now if I was still working. I'd be rushing home or rushing to the grocery store, and then rushing home to start laundry, cooking, clean. I'd be rushing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be rushing.
Well, and in life, I've always said, just think, if you had this perfect life, you had a beautiful home, you have all the money you want, you had good health, your children did fantastic, would we ever really sit and pray like we do? If everything in your life was perfect, sometimes we need things to happen to awaken us, to know. It's like my older brother passed away 5 years ago, and he had MS. And he was a very handsome guy, very loved. Pretty much, he was a hard worker, but had life pretty much his way until he got MS and he was in the wheelchair. I mean, it changed him. He was more caring. He was more of a believer. He would ask me questions like, "Sis, how do you know Jesus will forgive me?" You know, he became aware, and if he had continued with his life the way it was, he would have never become the person he became, and he was became a good believer in the Lord. So sometimes we have to go through a lot of things.
Hey, Four Speed. You know, with me, I've always been like this. I was like this when I worked at the conferencing center. I was the same when I had my daycare. I mean, that's why people brought their children. I wouldn't even have space for some children, but I have always just been chatty. I've been like this, but had I not gone through the struggle being turned down like I was for disability time and time again, and went through that struggle, I wouldn't be here talking with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't have.
The Lord had a plan for you.
Yeah, and it was in His time.
It was in
His time. And it's hard, you guys. It's so hard to wait upon the Lord. Every scripture that I would come across that would say, wait upon the Lord. And I'm like, all right, yes, God, yes, God. You know, as Casey read through the Bible from front to end, from beginning to end, the first journey we made through it. You guys, there's so many scriptures out there talking about stand still or wait on the Lord, and He'll fight our battles for us. Time after time after time, you guys, in the Bible, He's telling us, wait on me in my time, and I'll fight your battles for you. All through God's word. All through God's word. And that's the journey that He's had me on. And I met so many people out there. I know. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Traci. But yes, I wouldn't have known Traci. I wouldn't have known such wonderful people. I wouldn't have.
You're getting stiff, aren't you?
Well, I don't think about it until later, and Traci knows. So I don't think about trying to stand up.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like I said, when I first get up, I kind of walk like an old lady, and then after I'm up a while, I'm fine.
Well, see my shirt? You got this, girl. At least it shows my shirt. You got this, girl.
Mm-hmm.
You got this, girl. And so, you know, I'll be on tomorrow. You guys don't know. I know you guys never know what to expect on Fridays. But I
gotta try to watch because you're gonna have hats on, right? Hat day.
Yep. Oh, Elias said, I would like to make me a taller desk so I can stand up while I'm on the computer. Well, actually, our table.
Have those. You know that?
Yeah, that you can stand up and then ease it down. You can raise them up and then lower them. I need one. But this is actually a tall table and tall chairs. And I did that because I knew, when I cook with the lower table, it hurt my back. Well, hello, Jacilia. Let me see. Hello, ladies. I'm less tired today, unlike last week visit when I slept on my. Oh no! Bless your heart. You fell asleep on your computer. Look, when I was listening to my son the last time he was on, and I was so tired. My earbud, if it hadn't been for earbuds in, I would have hit the floor because it jerked my head. But you guys, yes, we've been on a long time.
I just need to turn the TV on, and I'm sleeping.
Jacilia, if you do not have, let me see if I got the right thing. All right, if you do not have Josie's Place and Josie Cares, all right. The first one is Josie Cares. And this one, I think I got backwards. Yeah. The first one is Josie's Place and the second is Josie Cares. And I do believe that you were on with Traci when Traci was on. So we are trying to get Traci to her 500. She's not trying to, but I say she needs to.
Yeah.
And Joe needs, I want her to get her at least to 900. And then on Josie Cares, she's got to have 100 to be able to talk longer than 15 minutes. Now, when StreamYard.
And if you listen to Darlene and I, you can tell I need more than 15 minutes because I never stop yakking.
Oh, when StreamYard, I got an email from them and they said, you talk more than 90% of the other free customers. Yeah, we're going to cut your hours to 20 a month. I'm like, wait a minute. I do 20 hours in a week or less. I'm like, what are they talking about? So I told Kevin, StreamYard says I talk too much. I got to start paying for talking. And it's going to cost this. He said, okay. I said, I can stop my makeup subscription. No, you ain't got to do that. So God provides a way. So, yeah. So when the computer starts telling you talk too much, yeah.
That's okay.
Right.
We love you. You keep talking.
We love you too. And you're going to be able to talk more on your channel.
Like I said, my purpose in my second channel is, I don't care if I ever get even to 1,000. It's just maybe I have enough knowledge with my age and education that I can help someone. And God wants me to do this because I had no plans on a second channel, let me tell you. I thought one was enough. And I have 2 Facebook groups that I run and plus work and try to survive financially. So this is God's plan, not mine. And what he says, I'm going to do.
And Denise says, time after time, I've had to explain to people that God never promised it would be easy. He just said he would be with us through the bad times. He will never leave us. And that is correct.
Yep.
That is correct. So we are going to bring this to a close. And I'm going to go let Bailey out of her prison. And let her go use the bathroom.
And I'm going to go use the bathroom. This is 3 hours.
But thank you guys for coming here. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for showing love whenever you come here to each and everybody here. So, I'm trying to think how Liz Ann ends. I love the way she ends it. God bless you all. God bless you during your day. Amen.
God bless everyone.